Puck Daddy Podcast.
Welcome back
Let's
to the
go.
Puck Daddy Podcast.
Lucky number 13. Let's
it lucky,
go.
though?
Smile today. Smile more today.
It's all in perception.
With my hockey stick, gonna make a real
Difference.
Feed the poor and heal the sick.
Welcome back.
I still don't
There
even
we
know
go.
the lyrics to that.
You gotta
I've only heard it 13 times
I'm
now.
trying to sing it and I still don't know the lyrics.
toss it on Spotify. The Vandals change the world with my hockey stick.
And think of us. Think of the
And
Puck
just
Daddies.
Crank it daily. It's your new life mantra.
Yeah.
Is it lucky or unlucky? Number 13.
If it's on Friday, unlucky.
Okay.
Really?
Depends on the day of the
So
week.
you're superstitious or are you?
No, I'm just a little
A
stitious.
little stitious.
Okay.
Little office quote for you there.
I like that.
great view of life is 80%.
Like a box of chocolates.
No,
No,
Forrest, sorry,
what
slow
you're
down.
gonna get.
Nah. Your life is only 20% what happens to you and 80% how you react to it.
What is it? Repeat that because I wasn't listening.
Yeah, you got to tune in. It's a late recording tonight. You know, we're at 7:30.
It's past my bedtime.
Way past Chippy's bedtime.
Yeah, I should be in bed.
He hits the hay at 6 p.m. so he can wake up early and crank out the
Early
by
riser,
11
right?
p.m.
toe drag release. Toe drag release. Toe drag release.
Toe drag release.
Life is 20% what happens to you and 80% how you react to it.
So
I like that.
Agree.
there's a lot out of your control.
No, most of it is in your control.
That quote makes it sound like it's a lot of it's out of your control.
No,
Okay.
no, I can see what he's saying.
I
though.
look at you and I say, I hate your hair. Right?
But if
I
you
can't-
react to
that's
it,
out of my control.
That's 20%. The 80% is how you react to that. You could get angry. You could have a grudge. You could remember that for the next year and just despise me. Or you could be like, whatever.
Reaction. Yeah, you
Right?
control the way you react, but you can't control what happens outside of you.
Yeah. So 20% what happens to you, 80% how you react. That's your
I
life.
like that. I like that quote. I think
We're deep.
Yeah, we are deep. We're starting very deep.
I would argue the more wise you are, the higher that 80% number goes.
Ooh, wisdom, eh? A little experience.
Well, because when you're old and you don't give a shit, you're not affected by what people say to you, right? So it's almost like 100% how you perceive things and not what anyone says, right?
Someone's like breaking into your house. They're stealing all your stuff. They take your dog with them, and you're like, hey, don't forget to close the door on your way out. Hey, I'm not trying to heat the outside.
You're not trying to, eh?
Not heating the outside.
Yeah.
Well, and then you say, oh, at least he was quick. I can still catch Wheel of Fortune.
Oh wait, my TV's gone.
Wow, wow,
Guys,
wow.
I am tuned out right now. I don't even know what we're talking about, to be honest. I am airhead right now.
Chippy.
I am airhead. I'm trying to come up with something funny to say, and I don't
Hey.
even know what we're talking about, to be honest.
Don't think, just flow.
Did you not have your pita? before
I'm
you came
tuned
in?
out right now. I don't know what's going on, but I was trying to think of a joke, and you guys are saying something about I don't even know. We were switching. I don't know.
Moving right on.
back
All right,
in.
I got a
I'm locked
topic
in
for
now.
you. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Focus.
I'm here. I'm
Focus.
focused.
Over here. Over here, Chippy. Yep.
There
okay.
we are.
You're like
Eyes
a-
on me.
I'm
Eyes
back.
on me.
I'm
Eyes
back.
on me.
I'm back.
You're like a kid in class that you gotta Chippy.
Yeah, my mind's like, I don't even know where we're here now.
We got a big guest coming up.
We do.
We're just rolling through the whole
Yeah, we are.
World Junior lineup here.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
let's
crazy.
not give it away this time. I want you to introduce him before he comes on.
I will. Okay, don't you dare look at the title of this
Don't
podcast.
look at the title of the podcast.
No, maybe we'll be more inconspicuous. with
Okay,
this
it's a mystery.
one. Another
It's
World
a-
Junior player.
It's for sometimes the parents are putting the podcast on for their kids. They didn't look at the title. The dad's got the phone. He's like,
Exactly.
so the kid.
I
Hey,
read a comment today, and they're like, "The Puck Daddy podcast, my favorite thing to listen to in the morning."
There we go.
there
Let's
we
go.
go.
What an awesome comment.
Whoever said that, you're a legend. You're a Puck Daddy.
there's a lot of smart people out there. Our listeners are got to be the smartest.
Speaking of our
Yeah.
listeners, I wanted to start. Jeremy and I, you were talking off the show. We want to start a thing called the Puck Daddy of the Week.
The Puck Daddy of the Week.
Yeah. Basically, we shout out you guys from the Puck Daddy community. Anyone
go.
that does something that's it means to be a Puck Daddy, we'll shout you out on the pod.
And what it means to be a Puck Daddy. Be a good teammate. Be a good person. Do the right thing. We're trying to showcase the positive side of hockey. The stuff that it made us want to pass on our love of the game to the next generation. Like I grew up, had a lot of great coaches. I learned respect. I learned so much outside of actually how to shoot past stick handle.
Yeah.
And that that's what makes me want to be a coach and want to give that positive experience back to the next generation. So let's do it. What do you got?
I've got Ryden. He separated his shoulder and got a broken collarbone.
Yikes!
So his season is done, unfortunately.
Sorry to hear, Ryden. That's
Yeah, that's tough. But what makes it a puck daddy of the week is that he was trying to help pull a bully off of his friend, and as they were walking away, the guy came and pushed him from behind, resulting in the injury.
Oh, Ryden, you're sticking up for your buddy. You're a legend, Ryden.
Yeah,
all right. Well, we'll give him that. I mean, that's a well-earned battle scar,
yeah.
Hey,
right? Like when you're
sometimes it gets violent on the playground. Trust me,
Was that-
Ryden? We've been there.
was that playground or
No, like
on the ice?
Oh, on the ice.
Ice.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
You can get even more.
At least
violent
that's
on
how
the
I
ice.
interpreted it. But talking about what you were saying with 20%, what happens to you, 80% how you
react.
react to it, right? You can look at that and be like, oh, dang, my season's done. But you can also look at it as I stuck up for a teammate, and they're going to remember that
The
for a
rest of
long
their-
time.
The rest of their life,
Yeah.
like you guys are now like that.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, you can be like, I'm a
close. It
beauty
brings you
because I stick
closer.
up for my friends and my teammates.
You're in the trenches with them.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how
exactly.
you grow closer. And I'm going to drop something for you, Ryden. Heard a quote from Connor Bedard.
Edsy, eh?
Right? Broke his arm when he was 12 years old, and he was bummed. Couldn't play hockey. Or could he? He continued to shoot pucks to stick handle with one arm.
I think all of Canada saw the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, there's World Junior. What? Hey,
I love it though. Keep going.
just in
Sorry,
case.
keep going.
It's a reminder.
Yeah,
all
yes.
right? Let's repeat the
We
message.
all watch the same package though, Jer.
Good messages are worth repeating. Maybe Ryden was having a nap, all right? Maybe he had a long day.
Yeah, maybe Ryan missed out on the right before the gold medal game. He wasn't doing
Hey,
the 30-minute Bedard package.
you know what? Some of our fans are tuning in from Botswana,
You know what? Yeah.
Guatemala. They
I'm
didn't
sorry
get the
for
TSN feed.
interrupting.
They didn't
Bedard
get,
who? Bedard who?
Yeah, Connor Bernard. Okay, they didn't get the TSN feed. Anyways, busted his arm, 12 years old, couldn't play. 20% what happens to you, 80% how you react. You could sit there and eat Cheetos and get fat and play video games.
You could.
Or say, I'm going to train with one hand.
Yeah, you can have
Right.
a one-handed backhand
He's-
release like Bedsy.
He's sitting there shooting pucks with one hand on the stick. He's stick hand. His coach says he comes back and he's just unbelievable, lights out, like ridiculous improvement. Shot is like, because whoever practiced that. And I'm going to go even deeper. Tiger Woods, before a tournament, he would sink 100 1-foot putts in a row. So there might be something to this one
It's
hand.
repetition.
Yeah, it's
There's
reps,
power,
but-
power and repetition.
I would take it even further. Repetition and challenge, right?
Right.
You push yourself. In that case, and a restriction forced him to do something different that he wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
Right? So you could choose to just stick handle and shoot one hand. We should try it maybe. Maybe do a YouTube video.
Every day. It's something you have to do every day though.
We rip biscuits every day for a month, and then we
Yeah.
go and see if we can just light the
Yeah,
lamp
I
and
think we
the old
should.
paint cans.
I like that. Every
like the
day
idea.
ripping. That's what I want. I actually kind of want to practice my hockey skill. Like I was saying it, like I don't really practice hockey. I go out and try to dominate men's league, but I don't practice.
No, it's and
I'm out
it-
once a week, and I don't
Gotta
like.
come hang out at the office. We'll go down to
Yeah,
the
so
garage.
I was gonna get the
backyard
super
rink.
deeker back out, and my mitts are gonna be softer than something soft.
10 ply.
Softer than something soft.
Softer than baby poop. That goes with my analogy of, I drive my car every day. I'm never getting any closer to being a NASCAR driver.
Really?
Really?
Like
I
I'm not
feel like
getting.
I'm like there.
You're almost there.
I feel like I might be a NASCAR
Yeah. When you
driver
when you
in the next
tap
couple
into the
years.
back of my truck the first time you come
Yeah,
here.
I don't know if we talked about that. I think it was like the first time I ever like showed up to Jeremy's house. Hayden's truck's on the left side of the driveway. And guys, I'm a good driver. Like I'm not like a bad driver. Like I have driven dirt bikes, 4-wheelers. I'm like a machine guy. And I'm pulling into Jeremy's driveway and there's a truck kind of like on this left side. So I have to keep it left because there's cars on the right side that need to get out. So I'm parking behind Hayden's truck and I kind of just put it, I guess I stop and then I start doing something and then I guess I didn't put it in park. And then I just let go of the brake and it just slowly rolls into the back. You had a hitch on it.
No hitch. No
hitch, okay,
But,
well,
but it's like a chrome bumper.
I
so-
absolutely
or like-
tap. I
yeah.
just absolutely tap Hayden's bumper.
That's his version of the story. It was more like he comes flying around the corner. He's on 2 wheels. All you hear is.
No, but then I'm coming up. I'm like, I was like, do I even tell him? Like, do I even come up? Did he even see it? But it was loud enough where I'm like, okay, you might have heard it. And his window's right by the
That's what I'm saying here.
I didn't know anything, but the first thing Chippy says when he comes up, this is before we're doing the first podcast. He's like, "Yeah, Hayden, I'm gonna level with you. I might have tapped the back of your truck." Just gave it a little love tap.
I just gave you, I was like, I think I give you a little love tap. I'm like, do I say anything? I'm like, I have to at this
I was
point.
like, it probably
There's
did
no
more to your,
scratches.
probably did more damage
Yeah,
to your
it
car than
did.
mine.
Got to leave a good first impression.
Yeah.
All right, so before we bring our guests on, I want to talk about something that's going on in the NHL. You know, the stuff that they don't really talk about, you know, in the main headlines. Robin Lehner,
Yeah.
goalie for Vegas Golden Knights.
Yep. I'm aware of him.
An article came out. He is $50 million in debt.
Oh, I heard because he was selling snakes. Wasn't he?
He was gambling
It was
snakes
like cobras. It was like no, so I guess
No. I initially thought it was gambling debt.
because he's in Vegas. Everyone.
You're in Vegas and 50 mil. Like, how do you accidentally get 50 mil? Like, it seems there has to be some sort of repetition, like a problem where you just can't stop
You immediately go
losing
to,
your money. How do you
Yeah.
like accidentally lose 50 mil?
your
Where's it
mind
go?
immediately goes to something irresponsible.
Yeah,
Because how do you do that? But
Yeah. So I read the article. I actually commented on it, and then people were like, "It wasn't gambling." I did not read the article. I just read the headline.
Ooh,
Yeah, I know, eh?
tough, Jared.
I got
Come on,
called-
you gotta
I got
read.
called
bad
out.
luck.
Got
Bad
called
luck.
out.
I'm a headline reader. I'm not gonna lie. I read the headline. I'll forward it to people. I won't even read the article. I'll get them to read it and tell me what.
Noted.
All right.
Yeah.
So, a few million of it is just bad business debts. Like he was going to business and then just not paying the people back that he borrowed money from. It basically, the article said about $6 million worth of the debt. Where the other 46 million went, we don't know. But
I heard it was like he was selling snakes.
Yes.
And the snakes went up in value or something.
No.
You're like,
he bought.
someone died. Someone murdered somebody.
Okay, we'll go there. He bought $1.2 million worth of snakes.
How?
That's a good investment. Apparently, if they're
Where's
rare,
he buying these
apparently-
snakes from?
Apparently, yeah, it's like a snake farm or something.
Tiger King?
And then they go up in
Snake
value.
King?
Yeah, it's probably similar to that. He's probably like, I'm gonna buy these snakes for 1.2, flip it for 50 in 5 years of the best.
He's like,
And I'm
these
gonna
snakes.
become the richest NHL player ever.
You're investing in snake futures now? Like you,
I
you
get,
know
I
the
get
value
if they're rare.
I think
I
it'd
mean,
be
every-
more. I think it'd be more.
I mean, I wouldn't do
the
it.
snakes are his emotional support animals now.
What if you get like $1.2 million for snakes and then they get some bug and they all die? It seems like a risky investment.
Well, that's why he hired
Everything's
3
risky,
people to
Jerry.
work for them.
Yeah, but then you got extra costs with the maintenance and the feed and
It's 80% how we react to that. It's 80% how we react to that stuff, Jay.
your snakes die. Well, I can make some nice boots.
He's like that. That's like a quarter of my salary. What is he making a year?
Negative 50 million
1.2.
right now.
Not even two. Yeah, but he.
I think he had a
doesn't
20
pay any of it off.
He had a $25 million contract for over 5 years or something like that.
How much?
Not 100% of that,
Not
but
not
close.
that this is related really in any way, but Evander Kane was in debt. Was it even? It wasn't even that high.
Robbie Len's gonna be like picking up every contract for the rest of his. He's gonna be playing until he's 55. He's gonna be overseas. Like I need to pay off this. No,
Oh, man.
you don't have to pay it off now, right? Because it's like
Well,
bankrupt.
so what happens is you get named as like a creditor, I think, and then you go through the bankruptcy process. But then I think after you claim bankruptcy, they liquidate all your assets and they pay whoever's owed like a
Yeah,
percentage.
pay
And
the
then after that, I guess you can sign another contract and keep the money. I don't know. I think maybe for the next 7 years, he might have to like continue to pay people back. I'm not 100%.
Well, if he
how that
files for
works.
bankruptcy, I don't think you do. I think you just like say I'm bankrupt. Like
Hey, sorry
isn't that what
guys.
Trump did? Like fucking 10 times.
All
I
right,
don't know.
we're the number 396 debt relief podcast here.
Yeah, I got
we're
absolutely
not
no
the
idea
experts on
what-
this
I don't know
topic.
obviously what I'm talking
Line
about.
515 of your
But
tax
it was like
return.
something crazy where someone got murdered. His business partner got murdered. or
Okay, no, so the guy he bought the snakes from, he bought them for 1.2 million. He only paid 200,000. He's like, yeah, I'm good for the rest of it. But then he just didn't make any more payments. But then the snake breeder was murdered.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with Robin Lehner. Let's not draw assumptions here.
This isn't a
Could you imagine?
drama show.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this here.
It is starting to feel like the next Tiger King, though. To be honest, like what is with
it?
it?
Is
Leonard
It's kinda got that, holy, it's kind of got that vibe.
There's a lot of layers here, but like
Slenner.
Slender. What's the deal with?
Netflix series coming soon. That's how he pays off the debt. Netflix series.
I'm just saying, what's the deal with exotic pet breeders? Why is it always such bizarre, weird circumstances?
I mean, if you work with snakes, you probably live with snakes too, and they're gonna come back to get you.
Oh.
You know, drum beat here. Oh, that's the wrong one. We don't have a but we need a rickshaw in there.
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, so I just thought buying $1.2 million worth of snakes seemed like a bit of a wild purchase. So
Great
I
idea.
wanted to ask you guys, what's the craziest thing? What's the weirdest thing you ever spent money on, or just like?
Wouldn't tell you.
I can tell you it wasn't 1.2 mil.
Well,
I could tell you. I don't even think I buy weird stuff.
You've never like just totally blown your money on something like that was stupid.
I'm like no, like I never really did.
Oh, I have.
What?
I'm a
Really?
saver. Like I saved a lot.
I have one.
You bought crypto.
Oh, okay, yeah, crypto. But crypto, I still believe in it.
Yeah, okay, but like, did you buy it for 1,000? Now it's worth 36 cents.
No, I've never bought crypto in my life.
Come
come
on. Come on. What's the
I don't
worst?
know who's listening.
You got Doge, didn't you? You got Doge?
No, I didn't buy any. My buddy bought Doge, and that's what got me into crypto.
Okay.
So we were in university, and he's like, oh, I got this dog coin, and we're in the basement at this point. Like we were sports betting a lot.
Absolutely worthless. Has no value. You just have to sell it to the next person for more than you got it for, basically.
So that's what.
coin.
So I'm like, what is he talking about? We've been sports betting, we've been losing money. So like, her buddy's like, yeah, I bought some of this dog coin. We're like, yeah, okay, BK, whatever. And then 3 months later, he's like, holy, he showed me how much he made off this thing, and I'm like, what? Like I was like, all right, I'm about to learn everything I can about this.
Yeah.
And then I spent like a year learning crypto and like kind of understanding currency, economy.
You didn't blow anything on the Doge or on the.
I bought Safe Moon.
Safe Moon.
Joking, no, I didn't.
I don't even know what these are. I'm just saying. I'm trying to think of something. Hayden, you
I don't even know
splurge
the
anything?
legality of like crypto anymore. So like,
Oh, that's why he's not allowed to talk
I
about it
don't
in
even
case the CRA is listening to the.
I don't
fucking
know.
podcast.
I don't know what the heck it is.
I mean,
I didn't buy any.
I didn't. I bought crypto as well, but the CRO for crypto.com before it blew
melted.
up. Before it blew up. No, I got it before it blew up.
Yeah.
Give me something good. You didn't buy like 600 chihuahuas or something? You know?
No, so if you want a negative experience, I have one, but it wasn't 1.2 mil.
No, just like what was it? Something
I don't
silly
have
you
that
bought?
kind of money to drop on that kind of shit. but-
Maybe you saw like an ad on the side of your Hotmail account, and you're like, "Well, this is cool. You bought it." And it's just like a complete scam.
Yeah, so that's pretty much exactly my story, but not Hotmail. I saw an Instagram ad.
Yeah.
And this was probably like the third time I saw it. The first time I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." It was just like almost like a bunch of different type of plaid jackets and like different styles and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I've seen this.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab one. Shows up. It was like 2 months later. I didn't know what it was, and it was so unimaginably not close to what was advertised that I had no idea what it was. And it looked like this completely off-color fleece
What was
pullover
it? It was
thing.
plaid.
It was supposed to be plaid, and it was just this yellow turd color thing.
You can rock.
And it was
eh?
so
You can
thin.
rock it.
It was like I could probably rip it with two hands, and I was like too embarrassed to try and return it because I knew it would just be a
yeah,
pain. So I just like it's just been
You
sitting
never
in my
rocked
living
it.
room.
You just never.
I
I
think
think you should rock it.
I think
on
I
the pod.
donated
I
it
think
to
you gotta
Value
rock
yeah,
it on the
wear it on
pod.
the next pod. Wear it on the next.
No,
pod.
I think I donated it to Value Village to the next poor soul.
Oh, that's good. Good donate.
Would have loved to see you in that one. I'd say my biggest splurge. I don't think it was a bad decision, but I would say two actually. I bought a hot tent, which is like a giant tent you can put a stove in and camp inside.
That's
But I
sick,
mean,
though.
That was fun, but it's something like I didn't need to buy it.
Yeah.
And that crazy grill. I got this sweet wood-fired grill. It's like a steam engine. Like I could have just gotten a barbecue.
All I'm seeing is W. So
Yeah, I'm
far.
seeing.
Okay.
I'm seeing great
Especially
purchases,
since
good experiences.
Yeah, especially since you've done content for it. It's almost like a business.
It's true.
Yes.
I like to invest it. Like when I buy things, I want it to get the return on investment in life experience. Right? Like
Yeah.
I enjoy building a fire and just throwing a steak right on the coals. You know. Like,
When we made that glazed ham on the fire, you put a little brown sugar on the ham.
sugar on it.
So good.
Ooh. Yeah,
It's like
I
heaven.
usually like buying stuff that just like make my life worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like buying stuff for the experience. I like making it like worse a little bit.
Like $1.2 million worth of snakes.
Yeah, snakes, crypto.
All of Chippy's cash right now is going to Pita Pit and Big Macs.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, yeah. Which hey, it's good. They're great.
And
Big-
gas to get here to record the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, so we don't have any
minimal expenses.
So we don't really have any foolish purchases.
Well, when you're such a wise guy, are you like? Is that something that surprises you?
No.
There would be no foolish purchases. that would
I'm
be?
also pretty frugal. No, I
don't know. I
penny
don't.
pincher.
I don't really like. I like going to like concerts and stuff. Like
As an example of that, I've been asking Jeremy for a new office chair for about a year. Now I've been using these stools,
Jer-
so my back is
if there's
sore.
not a new
I'm gonna
office chair in
I'm gonna
here,
file for a workers' comp soon because my back's sore.
Can you please?
Carpal tunnel syndrome.
Can you please just
Jer-
go to Liquidation Nation, grab
Jer-
that chair, and just bring the receipt in? I'll add it. Like, it's
I
just
need that credit card,
it's-
Jer, and go tap that thing.
It's more a time thing for me.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll just order one from
Yeah,
Staples or
Hayden's
whatever.
like, can we just go on Amazon and order a chair, please, chair? Like,
These
Jared,
chairs.
Jared-
yeah,
Jared,
but
it
then,
takes
but then
2
Jared
minutes to
needs
go
Jared needs a new cable for his mic for.
then you make
this
some
huge
content, you
speaker,
unboxing content,
and
man.
it shows up next day.
It cost $10. It was a $10
The
cable.
most comfortable chair in the world,
No,
unboxing.
I went to Staples and I sat in like 6 different chairs trying to find the right one for you.
Thank you.
To be fair, I didn't buy one, but I'm trying. All right, I'm trying here.
Anyway, are we doing a draft today or
I
not?
love how we're just not talking about hockey at all.
Yeah, no, we're just waiting for the guest to come on.
No,
the
no,
guest
no.
of honor.
No, it's
do we
not-
got another
any-
top? Oh, I think we should do. I mean, I'm kind of putting you guys on the spot
do
here.
it.
I think we should. You don't even know what it is. I think we should do trade deadline hot takes.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
I can start because I have the idea.
Yeah.
Right. No.
It better be hot.
Am I wrong or am I right? Patrick Kane will be a Boston Bruin.
Nah.
I don't even want to hear.
Hear me-
that out of
hear me
your
out.
mouth.
No.
I know you don't
want
wanna
to
hear
your
it.
mouth right now.
I know you don't want to hear it,
gross.
but listen,
No.
listen, hear me out. Boston Bruins, they are the trade line acquisition experts. Okay, everyone wanted Taylor Hall, they got Taylor Hall, and then before that it was Rick Nash.
Rickito.
When they're and this is a all or nothing year, right? Like they're top of the league. They're like, let's go for another one before all the band's broken up, right? So why not throw in? Like they're going to be in on Patrick Kane. I can tell you that. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up there, just because. Why, if Kane's going to go somewhere, why wouldn't he go to the team that has currently the best shot at winning?
Does he want to win
facts.
another cup? Like he's already got a few.
I mean, he would win the cup and make bank.
I can't see
right?
him in that jersey.
I
just
know
can't see
it's
Kane
such a
in that
weird thing to think
jersey.
about, but can you picture him anywhere else? You know, like I'm saying, he's going to
Oilers.
Boston.
Oilers.
Tampa.
No, Oilers don't have enough room. They got to get rid of Puljujärvi just to get Kane back in the lineup.
Yeah, I guess it helps when Boston has like Pasta for like $6 million a year or something.
Yeah, and Marchand
it's
for whatever. Like,
Five.
Ridiculous.
yeah.
Silly. I don't know what
like-
these contracts are.
So,
So,
I think-
Boston has the cap space.
the fact that you guys disagree is, I'm saying that's a hot take. Okay,
All right.
All right.
JT to Toronto. Or,
he's already there, bud.
No, Jonathan Taves, the other JT.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's what I meant. That's what I
Okay,
meant.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Jonathan Taves to Toronto.
We need the JT line. We
You're
need one
just
more.
you're just dreaming now.
Third
Oh
line.
my God, JT and JT Miller,
JT Miller.
John Tavares.
Yep.
yeah,
That's actually funny.
that'd
That's
be
actually funny. No,
the JT line.
Taves to Toronto. Fourth line.
I could see it.
Fourth line.
Fourth line. Is he? How old is he, man?
What's he gonna play?
Well, I don't know. Chicago's going to got 6 wins.
Yeah.
Obviously, these guys aren't producing. Like,
Well, yeah, but they have nothing to play for.
dude, I'm gonna make a series. Jonathan Taves and Kane just on this Garbo team. Like, they're just like they don't care, man.
I would
They're out
love. I would love to see them both go to the same team, but that'll never happen.
Do they even like each other?
Kane is the one that people want right now.
There's
Yeah.
the new series. Kane and Taves just
They're like an old married
1-2.
couple.
Yeah,
Just
one.
despise each
Get
other.
off my back, Kane. Get off my back.
Kane, no more stick handling after the drill's over.
Pay attention. I can't hear.
Well, I mean, I don't. You guys kind of hopped in. It's all about Chicago. I was just gonna say that.
I mean, I think Chippy just because it was on top of mine because I went Kane. He was thinking JT.
Well, I don't even know who else would like who's moving. Like where I don't even who's rumored to be one.
Bo Horvat.
Jacob
Oh.
Chikrin as well has been rumored. Chikrin on D.
Who?
Yeah, defense.
Yeah, Jacob Chikrin.
Who?
Okay.
Dang.
Hot take.
Spicy.
So I was gonna say that Chicago just liquidates. Obviously, they're gonna deal Kane and Taves at the deadline. They're just tanking hard for Bedard, and maybe
They're already tanking hard.
they already are. But
So
like,
is Vancouver.
they're doubling down.
Boudreaux.
You think Vancouver's gonna be tanking?
Are they not? Why isn't
they're-
Boudreaux on the hot seat right now? Like
He is,
There's
but-
going to be some Boudreaux skits coming down the
but-
pipeline, and they're not.
He is.
Sorry,
but-
Bruce.
He is, but Vancouver, like the fans love him, and the team.
I love
loves
Bruce
him.
Boudreaux.
Like the team's playing for him, the fans love him. It's gonna be
His
funny.
bags are packed.
Imagine like,
His belongings bags are already packed.
well, yeah, isn't there another coach already
Yeah,
in
like,
the building?
His belongings are being packed right now as we speak.
Boudreaux goes to Chicago to help them tank. Even he's like they purposely hire the
Oh, I
worst.
love you, Bruce.
I'm just kidding.
He's
Not the worst.
no, but they purposely hire him to have fun in the process.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, what's your hot take, Jer? You gotta come
I
up with
mean,
something.
Okay.
You could just
Mon-
here's an easy one.
Mon-
Leafs
Mon-
make it past the first round.
No, that's a trade deadline one, right? So Montreal just clears house. They just like get rid of anyone who's good, just so they can have Bedard.
There's
Who?
no
Who?
shot.
Who?
I know.
Montreal.
That's why it's a hot take.
That's not hot. That's just dumb.
Bedard's to Montreal.
That's just dumb.
Oh,
Well,
I wouldn't mind it.
I was gonna hop on the Chicago bandwagon, but we can't have 3 Chicago hot takes, so I just made one up on the spot.
You want another hot take?
Okay, well let's just see if Montreal does get rid of a few guys. Then maybe it's not so bad after all. Eh?
All right, yeah, like hot take.
Montreal already has 2 picks, do they not?
Here's
Here,
here's
they
a,
have
They have theirs and they have the Panthers pick. Am I wrong?
We have no idea.
I don't
We
know.
have absolutely no
Gosh.
idea, Jer. Absolutely zero clue.
I don't care about the picks really. to
Okay,
be
Hayden,
honest.
what were you saying?
My hot take, the second one, is Puljujarvi goes to Vancouver, JT Miller to Edmonton.
Puljujarvi to Toronto.
Puljujarvi to Toronto. That'd be
I'm
good.
saying,
I love
mean,
Pool Party.
Potentially, I
Pool
think he
Party.
would slot in on that second line with Marner and JT. Yikes!
He's a
like,
he's a big guy.
How
He's
much
a big boy.
cap does he have?
I think.
Can't be that much.
I mean, no, they'd have to retain on him a little bit, probably.
Yeah.
But the reason I say JT to Edmonton is because Edmonton is so poor defensively that I could see them just trying to double down on offense, right? Because JT is bad defensively. Everyone knows that.
Yeah. Taves?
No, JT Miller.
Oh, okay.
Like he's notoriously like
Is he? I don't
he's
know.
like
I don't watch
he's
the
like
game.
he scores tons of goals, but he's still a minus,
Okay.
right? Like he's one of those guys. But on
It's a
Edmonton,
detriment to a team.
put him on the second line
Yeah, throw him on a second
with
line.
Draisaitl or with
Are they?
Kane.
Are they going to make the playoffs? Hot take: Edmonton Oilers don't make playoffs.
No, they're making the playoffs because Kane's coming back in the lineup. I'd be
I
hard
What
pressed.
position are they in? Like I haven't looked at it. Like
I think
again, we
they're
have no idea.
they're still like 2 up from a wild card spot or something.
Jeez.
So it's looking here. Montreal does have 2 first-round picks. They got one.
Jeremy's in the conversation from 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I wanted to confirm, right? Yeah. So Montreal has 2 picks. So if they tank even harder, they could have like a first and imagine they got a first and second round pick, like first and second overall.
Well,
They'll take Bedard and Fantilli.
yeah, but they already messed up and didn't take Shane Wright, so who knows if
True.
it can help
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. True.
They're gonna just try and find someone French that would normally go in the second round.
They'll take. Oh no, they already have Joshua Waugh. Joshua Waugh.
Yeah.
Who do you guys want Bedard to go to?
Like who would I like to see, or where do I think he's gonna go?
Give me both.
I think I would personally. I would like to see him go to Vancouver because I feel like for him, that's kind of like a more hometown feel.
Really?
That is true. Absolutely, you're right. He's a West Coast boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, him in Vancouver would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And Vancouver has just been so miserable that like I feel like they could use a pick me up.
I don't even know why.
Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah.
I am like kind of want him to go to Montreal. I don't know why though.
I
As
wouldn't
a
hate
Leafs
it.
fan, it's like
I don't know why.
Oh,
Like,
you
I'd
know
rather
what?
him be the
only
close.
reason that I would agree with that is because I want to see him play the Leafs more.
I just yeah.
You know?
True,
You got
true.
Like, I would
Matthews, Bedard, like
yeah, the matchup would be unreal.
Caulfield, like
True. I mean,
Although him versus Edmonton with McDavid would also be a pretty good matchup.
yeah.
But like we're not
Ooh,
already watching those games.
Yeah,
a
I don't.
lot,
Yeah, I
right?
don't really
So-
watch those West Coast. Teams
Yeah,
too
exactly.
Caulfield and Bedard would be amazing.
Ew.
I mean, and they got Suzuki and like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
they
like,
got a
they're
nice lineup
Like
there.
and Slav, he's out though.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I mean,
get better, Slaffy.
All right, I'm gonna go through who's in last place, starting from the bottom up. So Blue Jackets. I don't really want to see Bedard.
Oh, I just please no.
Chicago. I mean,
I wouldn't mind Chicago. But
I think Chicago's got so much negative energy in the past
Yeah.
year that they don't deserve him, even though they're probably going to get him.
they've been in the news in poor bad reasons.
Yes.
Recently. So forget them. They should get kicked out. Who got kicked out of the draft? They had to forfeit their first round pick because they talked to
Arizona.
Was it Arizona? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how bad would that be? Eh? your team is already.
Oh my God, you lose Bedard because you talked to
Ooh.
a prospect early or something. Yeah.
Jeez, that would hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be hard to cheer for that team. So we got Anaheim is third last.
Yeah.
I could see Bedard on Anaheim, but then it would just be kind of like, I think he'd actually want to win, and Zegers would be like, look at these flip moves I can do.
I think Zegers wants to win. I just think he's having fun in the process of losing.
Too much
yeah,
fun.
Zegers is like,
Too much fun.
what's the
Zegers is-
Instagram picture looking like tonight? Like, how am I gonna get one of these highlight reel?
He's the
bingos?
social butterfly.
Zegers is like,
Yeah.
let's just
He doesn't. He probably doesn't even know the score after the game.
No, he's
He's
just
like,
He's out there playing
this
pickup.
guy. He probably pisses everyone in the room. He's probably the only one that's like, oh, like
he comes
don't
off.
worry about it, guys.
He comes off the ice
Post
with a
an
big
Instagram
smile. He's like,
picture tonight.
so did we win or lose? I
I
got.
picture him.
I love it. I
if
love
there
his
was
energy.
if there was one of those those indoor surf places. I picture him like getting off the ice in between.
Yeah,
periods and just
Trav's
going
like,
for a
I'm
quick
not too
surf.
worried. I'm not too worried, boys. Everyone's surfing.
Yeah.
I got nice. I don't even know what I'm about to say.
All right. On that note, I think it's time we bring on our guest.
We're getting juice boxes. Do we have orange slices after the game, guys?
Yeah, exactly. He's just.
How did we do?
He's
I
just
think
not
we did good
worried.
that game.
Not
We
worried.
lost 9-3, Zeke. We lost 9-3.
Where is he coming on?
No, I'm just starting.
Shooting
a
that
meeting.
invite.
Yeah.
Where's the camera
Can
pointing
you
right over there?
introduce who we're having on?
Oh, I'm allowed to say now.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him the invite.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the podcast, two-time World Junior Gold Medal winner, U18 Gold Medal winner, New York Rangers draft pick.
Big Apple.
We got Brennan Othmann.
Otter. Welcome to the pod, Otter.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, such an honor to be on here.
There we
Let's
go.
go. This guy's got
Appreciate
more
it.
gold in the last 2-3 months than I've got in my entire career.
Oh my gosh.
Your career?
I didn't get much gold. I didn't.
No?
No, when you're
No?
playing AAA, it's not easy to win those tournaments. It's not. Hey, boys don't know about that AAA stuff. So it's not easy to win a AAA tourney. I'm not gonna.
I got a couple bronze, couple
Most improved
Mostly give you-
trophies.
Yeah, most sportsman likes,
Participant ribbons.
Oh,
Participant
Yeah.
ribbons.
lots of
Yeah.
ribbons, lots of
Yeah,
ribbons
eh?
over here. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have Fort Knox like you there, Otter.
Yeah.
Nothing but gold
No,
for this
no,
guy.
mine's filled with trophies actually.
Wait, you got the trophy case? Can we see it? Are you there?
No, it's at my house back home.
Okay.
Where are you? Are you in Peterborough right now?
Yeah, I'm at my billet's house. I got a sick crib here. Sick,
Oh,
sick
nice.
house.
You just go down and muck all their food, or what's the food
Oh
situation?
yeah. I'm living with Stutsk, our one of our goalies, and then Robertson. He's a Seattle guy.
Oh,
And
nice.
what are you guys just eating everything in sight? Like, how do they feed you? They have to feed you, obviously, right?
Yeah, well, we have a sick place. McTavish lived here when he was here.
Wow.
Right on.
And when I was getting traded here, I was asking him like, how are the billets and stuff like that. And he's like, good place, sick food. So I was like, okay, so I'm in. I'm
Nice.
going there.
Are you a sweet or salty tooth guy?
What's that?
Are you a sweet or salty tooth?
Oh, sweet.
You're a sweet guy.
Yeah,
Sweets,
sweet
eh?
tooth, yeah.
Yeah.
You ever stay
I'm
at the
a big-
hockey hotel?
I'm a big sweet guy. Big sweet guy.
Okay. Are they like limiting you, or they just fill you with the sweets? I mean, is coach like, hey, lay off the donuts there, Othman, or what?
No. I work pretty hard, so I have to build my calories up. So
There you go. You got
I
that
have to
Michael
go.
Phelps diet.
Oh boy, get those cows
Yeah.
in you, dude.
yeah,
Unreal.
gotta get the cows in some way.
I
Fair,
love it.
fair.
I love it.
Hey, I'm thinking there should be like an underground like billet review website or something for the buttes that are billeting. Because what's billet life like? You know, are
Yeah,
you
it's actually crazy. Like,
for the kids that are watching that don't know? Like basically, you make major junior, you're getting shipped out of your house at like 15 or 16. You're gonna go live with someone else. What's that like? What's that experience? The first time you had to move away from home?
Yeah, well, at that time I was 16 and I was going to the States, so it was a completely different ballpark than definitely in Canada. And in the States, it's a little bit different. And I had good billets in the States last year in Flint, and my billets here are great as well. And I think the only adjustment part is when you're living at home at 15 and younger, I guess, and you can go down and you just go in the cupboard and get whatever you want from your parents. And you don't really care. And here it's like you're 16 years old and you're like, hey, can I steal that, like those bag of chips or something like that?
like, can I get one of those granola bars or like?
Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't want to go down and say something. Or when you're 15 at home, you want to make a sandwich or something.
Right.
You just go
Yeah,
down,
dude.
You make a mess of your own kitchen. You don't clean it up, and here it's like, hey, where's the bread? Where's the
Right.
peanut butter?
Yeah, it's like maybe an extra like, yeah, is there a banana I can grab too on the way out here? Like, what's going on, mom? Like, I need a. Is there any like
Yeah.
siblings, or is there like you got like billet brothers or sisters, or is it?
Yeah,
just...
billet brothers, billet sisters. I had a billet brother in Michigan. He plays hockey too, and I have a billet sister here and a billet brother that's at university as well.
That's good if you got a billet brother, because then he can kind of show you the ropes, and if you want that sandwich, you're like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
can you like let's go raid the fridge, but you lead the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, you hungry at all?
Yeah.
No. That's okay. Let's go
Exactly,
make
like-
a sandwich anyways.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So basically, first month is like an adjustment period, and then you're pretty settled in.
Oh,
Your audio.
You got audio. You covering her up with your hand.
Good.
There you go.
there you
Or you got
There we
unplugged
go.
or something.
You want to hear that voice?
Is it enough? I can connect it to my AirPods.
No, we got you now. It just cut out for a second there.
This guy just flexing the AirPods, eh? This guy just
Yeah,
I'm a big
yeah.
AirPods guy.
Now we just
Yeah,
dropped
that's
video
true.
too.
Yeah, your videos.
Video
go.
just dropped, eh?
No.
Holy.
There we go.
This guy's having
There we go.
computer problems. Did your camera turn off?
There we go.
There we go.
Now we got
We
you.
got
we
you
go,
back.
there we
We
go,
got
there we
Stop, stop touching your phone, eh, Otter?
Yeah, Otter
No,
spends the
I'm
first
connected.
10 minutes trying to
Fuck,
restarting his computer, trying to figure out how to join a Google Meet. He's like, I'm,
Man, I
I'm
got,
used
like,
to
the- I
tucking
got the-
bingos.
I got the oldest computer ever. Like I hate technology.
Really?
Insane.
Like, I'm-
Insane.
I'm terrible at technology. Like if you tell me to open up my computer and go to my email, copy this link and send it to me, I'm like, dude, I'm lost.
No, right? You
I
plug
hate-
in your little AirPods and you just get lost. Eh?
When you spend your whole life at the rink and on the outdoor rink, you're at the ODR or like playing games, right? It's like, oh, what do I need the computers for?
I know. Well, even the AirPods, when I got them, I was like, how do you even connect these things?
Fair.
I'm sitting there and-
Eh? Just
You just
you're
open them up.
clueless, eh? You're clueless. You're clueless with it.
And all my buddies are like, well, there's a button at the back. I'm like, where is this button? It's like inside the case, and I'm like pushing it.
Yeah, you gotta like
Like, easy-
shake the AirPod for it to like change songs. You're
Yeah, I'm
You're
sitting there. I'm
tapping
like,
the AirPod. You're sitting there tapping your ear, boys. How does that little pause thing work?
yeah, seriously.
I'm
And
more
I
of
take it
a,
out I take it out the first time, and everything just goes silent after. I'm like, what? Just like, where's all my music?
Oh,
going?
yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
where's the
where's everything?
Zeppelin? I was just rocking out to some Zeppelin. Where'd that go?
wait, let's get into that. I mean, I'm just going to jump on there. I'm a wires guy. I like the wires. You
I'm a
plug it
wires
in,
guy too.
you know it's working. I don't want to
Yeah.
have to charge them. I don't want to have to lose them. I don't want to look. It's like you put it in your phone, you know it's going to work. You don't have to, like the battery charging. It makes
Yeah.
it like, they end up in my dresser.
It's a chore.
Exactly. And I just never touch them again because I'm like, I just don't want to
Yeah.
worry about it. But going into music, what's your pump up songs like?
Yeah,
What's your
huge.
playlist looking like?
Yeah, can you share us a link to your playlist? We'll
Mine?
just
Well, just give us like a top three. Yeah. What's your walk in?
Mine?
Yeah.
So fun fact, I actually don't listen to music before a game.
Whoa.
Oh, and I like
okay.
hearing this. I
Yeah.
like hearing this. Why? Tell me why.
Yeah.
Cake.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just usually on a game day, I'm just like everything I do is just silent. Like it's super weird. Like I'll drive to the rink with nothing on.
You know what? I
I
can
love
relate.
that. No, I love that. Not overstimulating your mind. No, I love that. I
No.
love that.
Are you thinking on the way to the rink, or are you just like you're just tuned
He's
out?
zenning.
You're
He's
just
zenning. He's in
you're
the car
just
zenning.
No, like sometimes I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do during the game or what I'm gonna do morning skate or figure out what I'm gonna do in the morning if I want like if I want to roll out or if I want to get like a massage or figure that out like if I want hot tub, cold tub or like going on the way to the rink. It's more like visual and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like I've told the people that and they're like, dude, you're psycho. Like, what do you mean you don't listen to music
Oh, it's
before a
zen,
game? Like,
man. I
the whole
disagree.
day.
you are wise beyond your years because like I used to always like listen to the pump up tunes and stuff like that.
Well, it's like then you're too high. Then you're too high.
Yeah.
Then the music goes off. And then you're low. It's like I think it's being able to stay like even balance.
What I find is
Yeah.
now my life is so busy that I enjoy like 30 minutes with just nothing happening, no music, no stimulation, nothing. It's like the quiet place. You close the doors and it's just you. Hayden, you were saying the same.
Yeah, on the way to like a 10 p.m. men's league game, I don't really need the music. I just want to kind of chill out until I get into the game and kind of think about what.
Yeah, you're visualizing the big
Yeah.
men's league bingos out there.
Yeah,
eh?
I got to get at least 3 goals a game.
The men's league haddies. The men's league haddies.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll give you one song just to chill to, you know, right as you get to the rink, just throw on the Beach Boys, Kokomo, you know, and you just kind of vibe.
Kokomo?
Yeah. You know,
We were listening to that
Yeah.
before you came on.
Yeah, Otter, do you keep it loose in the room? Like, are you a jokester? Are you giving it to the boys? Or are you
Yeah.
kind of just
Oh yeah, big jokester, big guy that just likes to have fun before the game. And usually when I get my skates on, and usually when I get shoulder pads and jersey on, then I start to get pretty dialed. But
yeah?
Right.
before that, like in warm up, playing sewer, like getting to the rink, like I just like to joke around and screw around with everyone. It's pretty funny actually, and I don't know. I just feel like that just keeps you loose. Like you don't want to be too tight before a game. It's
Yeah.
like
Are you pretty good
there's like
at
a
the
line.
sewer?
There's like a lot. Am I pretty good at sewer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I'm pretty good. If you ask anyone else on the World Junior team, they'll think I'm corrupt, but I'm nasty. I'm a good player.
Of course
I
you
play
are.
fair. I play fair.
Right.
I love it.
all
I
right.
love
For
it.
the kids listening, explain the rules of sewer.
Yeah.
So it's like a game you play. Usually the whole team plays, and obviously you have a soccer ball, and you get 2 touches. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to keep the ball up, but at the same time you're trying to get other guys out, and you got to keep your head on a swivel because guys are trying to like boot
Launch
it
it
at
off
you
you,
as fast
yeah.
as they can. Yeah, seriously.
They're trying to sewer you.
And that,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. And then if one goes by and you don't touch it, then you got like a big battle going on, and like everyone's all arguing and stuff like
Got to
that.
do rock,
so-
paper, scissors for the tie, right?
No, we have a thing where it's
Oh,
like,
you do it different.
yeah, we do it different where it's like where me and Bank here were there, and we picked up the soccer ball, and we kind of just like put our fists together. It's like a battle. So then it's like one on one for the guys
What,
that
like it's like this, and you just keep on like knuckles.
No. So basically, like I would point at one guy,
Yeah.
and like point at the other guy, and like you just go like it's like a battle going on there.
Oh, I gotcha.
And then Bank here like have the ball, and like we just toss it at one of the guys, and it'd be like a 1-on-1 battle, and whoever gets out, and then it's
I like
oh,
that.
you're so. It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
That's
you're so
great.
corrupt.
Yeah, 'cause it's-
Otter.
yeah, the antics get going.
Yeah.
Instead of just chance, it's like an actual test of the sewer skill. Right?
That is amazing.
Yeah,
This is like
exactly.
Roman gladiator type stuff you got going on. This is amazing.
That's how you win gold, boys. Take notes.
But it brings the compete
Yeah.
level. It brings the compete level. I love that.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah.
Who was the like? Who were like who's the most serious on that World Junior team, and who were like the biggest jokesters? Like who? Was there any serious guys?
For what, like before a
Wait,
game?
can we predict?
Yeah.
Can we predict who was the most serious? Because I kind of think Shane is. He seems like
Shane's
he's
serious.
all
I
business.
feel like he might be. I feel like he wouldn't be like.
No?
I think he'd be mid-level.
Mid?
He'd be
Yeah, I feel like he's mid-level. I feel like I feel like there's some serious guys maybe on the defensive end.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was there some serious defensemen?
Let's
Let
find
us
out.
know.
Let's find out.
Uh,
What's your take?
Yeah, I would say mid-level would be Shaner.
Oh, yeah.
Like you could see like he laughs before the games, but at the same time like he's got his jersey on, like the TSN cameras coming on. He's like dead focused straight.
Right.
He's like not smiling. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, it was our first pre-tournament game, and I was sitting there beside him, and the TSN camera came on him, and I was sitting there, and he's like dead straight face, like looking forward, and I'm sitting there. I'm like beside him, like nodding my head, like making faces at him. Doesn't
hilarious.
move. Doesn't move at all. I'm sitting there. I'm like, dude, like crack a
Hey,
smile.
crack a
Like,
smile,
are you kidding me?
Shaner. Hey, show a smile.
Like and then TSN camera comes in for me like one of the games, and I'm like sitting there, I'm laughing, I'm joking around, I'm sitting there, and Shaner goes, Otter, man, like you, like come on, figure it out, like just be serious. Sitting there, I'm like-
Figure it out, Otter,
like-
man. Like
I'm like
no
dude,
personality
come on.
right now. We're dialed. We're
No.
dialed.
Hey, just be
No,
you.
but-
Be you, eh? What about the most
Yeah.
serious? Most serious in the dressing room?
Most serious. I don't know who the most serious was because it was hard to say because we were all kind of mid-level and even keel, but I'd say most serious about like taking care of his body like after a game and warming up properly and stuff like that would be Zelly.
Oh yeah, really? Yeah.
Jeez, yeah, we got him
Zelly,
on.
like Zelly's a lot of fun. He's a really good guy and he's unbelievable.
Yep.
But I think like taking care of his body, he's so disciplined and he's so serious with that stuff, and I think that's why he's just nasty. I think.
Yeah,
He's just
he was
because
he was a horse on that back end, dude.
right. Oh,
Holy.
he's just so fit, and I think he's so physically mature for a small guy that he just has to take that seriously because he is a smaller guy that he has to have that, I guess, body tone. I know that Bedsy was doing like we were doing the NHL 23 like build a roster, and you can hear Bedsy go,
Right.
he's got the best body I've ever seen. Like it's unbelievable.
Wild.
He's pumping his
Come on.
tires.
Come
And we're
on.
sitting there, we're like, oh, Bedsy, like we're just giving Zelly like just confidence now. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
hey, like relax, ease up, Bedsy. Yeah, Bedsy's Bedsy's
Seriously.
forearms the size of my face, though. Eh?
Oh,
Does he have
don't even
big
get me
forearms?
started.
Are they big? Are they
Oh,
like? I just kind of made
massive.
that up.
Oh no, massive. You're
this,
sitting
eh?
when you're doing the when you're doing the
Popeye.
video, the string video with the weight.
Yeah.
It's like he's got to have done it like
Yeah,
I don't know.
eh?
He does it. He must do it every workout.
He
Yeah,
must,
okay.
dude. I'm like, that's
It's
what I'm
insane.
saying. This guy's got forearms like Popeye, and he's just shooting this puck like it's one of those blue pucks that I used to use when I was 5.
He's got the
And
grip
just,
training thing
He's
in
just
the-
launching this toe drag release.
release.
It's like every time, and it's actually crazy watching that guy play, dude. I couldn't even believe like what he was doing. Like I had never really seen him play until last World Jays in the summer there. And then he was obviously nasty, but then this World J, it's like 6 months later or whatever it was, 4 months later, it was.
He took it up another notch.
It's the way he takes it on that right side and he like brings it to the middle, but he's so patient and he's so shifty that I don't know, man. It's unbelievable.
Reminds me a lot like you.
Reminds me a lot of my stuff
men's
I do
league,
in men's
yeah,
league. It
like,
does. It reminds
It's
me.
wild how you
honestly-
inspired him to play that way.
Honestly, like.
I think like, after seeing your videos,
No, be honest, boys. Am I wheeling in men's league?
You do wheel, you
see
wheel.
Me, you see me out there. I
think
can
you're-
explode. I'm explosive. I'm
Explosive.
nice.
Your
If I'm
stories are
6'4",
wheeling.
Otter, if I'm 6'4", I'm in the league. I still stand by this. I have the compete, but yeah, I had it. I got the coordination just don't have the
All right,
size.
all
I didn't
right.
have the size. I didn't have the size.
Pump the brakes there, Big Rig. So talking about Bedsy in the interview, we were talking about interviews there. What was going on? That I remember one, and his head didn't move. He was just
Space Cadet.
his eyes were just darting around. Was he like watching you guys, or like what was happening there? Just seeing his eyes darting around. And you got any
I have
backstory?
no idea.
No?
We didn't know about it because we were like playing the game and everything, and we don't really get to see the interviews and stuff. Like we don't get to see what you said in the interview and stuff like that. Like
Right.
we don't really try to look at that, and plus you can't really find it. And then I was scrolling on like my Instagram Explorer, and you know how you have those reels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I see another video of Bedsy, so I'm like, oh, I guess I gotta click on it, right, and see what he's up to. And it was just like him in like absolute space, like had no idea what was going on.
That's what I said. He didn't even
And
answer
he's
the
like-
question.
He's like moving his eyes around, and like the lady asked him a question. He's like,
He's doing his eye training.
yeah, he's sitting there. He's like, sorry, what was the question? Like, what are you trying to ask me right now?
So
It's
he's
the
not like that in
funniest
the
thing
dressing
ever.
way, just
He's
like
got the
stare.
secret juice going on in the water bottle in between periods, eh?
He kind of looks like a goalie. You know, the goalies stand there with their head still, and they're just like,
Yeah, the eye training.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
the eye training. Right?
apparently there was
Yeah.
was it who? What team did you guys play in the final? Was it Slovakia?
No, check you.
Check.
Checks.
Sorry.
Check, yeah.
I'm checked
Check,
out
yeah.
right now. But
are.
apparently they were, no, it was the Slovakian game,
Okay, but
wasn't it?
That
Or
wasn't
it
the
wasn't the
final.
gold
they did
medal.
play Slovakia, but
yeah,
not
but
for the
apparently the
gold.
Slovakian guys were giving it to him. Like,
Oh,
he
that's-
was,
yeah,
He was mid-interview. Apparently, I don't know if this is true. I heard that like some Slovakian guys were like kind of beaking him a little bit when they were walking by. That's why he was. That's what I heard.
yeah.
That's what I heard a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Let's
Yeah,
get the
so,
tea.
like, So usually, like I'm usually the last one kind of to get into the room, sit on the bench, and I just take a couple of drinks of water and just kind of flow back there and just relax.
Just flow. I love that.
Flow.
I love that.
And then I walk back and Bedsy's there and he's walking in front of me, and then he starts giving it to the Slovak guys.
No way.
Yes.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, what is going on right now? And there's about 10 of them, and they're like all in
my-
front of him, like face to face. I'm like,
No way.
oh god, like I better get
And
it.
then
Did
he
you
did
get
that
out? Did you get
overtime
out? Did the
goal.
boys get out there and start
So-
giving it to him,
so-
or what?
No, so it was just me and Bedsy, and we were like, he was like a couple feet ahead of me, so he's giving it to him, and then they're giving back. So I'm like, well, I guess I got to give him to him too.
Yeah, you gotta. Betsy's giving it to him. We all gotta give it to him.
Call
man.
Zellweger.
Yeah, so I was like,
Call
so I was
Zelly.
like, oh, if
Yeah.
Bedsy is, and I'm like in my head, I'm like, oh, if Bedsy is, and it must be all right. Then
Yeah, if
okay, I guess
Betsy's
I
doing
give
it, we
too,
all
right?
get. Let's just we got it. We
I'm
got
not
it
gonna
now.
get. I shouldn't get in trouble for this. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Betsy's doing it, so it's okay. I guess we both get in trouble together.
Oh my gosh.
So, anyways, we were just beaking them the whole time, and they were beaking back at us, and we were saying some funny things, and the next thing you know, like Bedsy goes out and just puts on a show after that. So
Yeah,
it was
okay,
funny.
they
He
should-
puts the capitalized exclamation mark on that.
They
chirp.
shouldn't have poked the bear. Hey,
Yeah.
shouldn't have poked the bear.
What
No.
happened? What happened in that game? Where you got? We were winning the whole game, no?
Well, no, okay. So Slovakia, they were the dirtiest team. Like after
Yeah,
every
those guys
whistle,
were
just
coming out there
cross-checks.
trying to crush.
It was cross checks in front of the net every time.
Yeah.
Did you feel
Yeah.
that? Like it. I mean, from us watching, I'm like, man, this looks like they're trying to like start a
Bloodbath.
brawl out there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was it started in the first game, our first pre-tournament game, where I was in front of that and I got high sticked,
Yikes.
and like and my teeth were all messed up, and I had to like my gums were all. It was bad and everything, and
You had to hit the dentist after that.
oh yeah, dentist,
Uh-oh.
the ortho surgeon, and stuff like that.
No way.
You and Stankoven
yeah.
should have got a 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah, but Stanks had it worse. Stanks his whole he's got half the tooth right now. So.
Oh,
You got her fixed. He came on the pod yesterday. You got a full. He's smiling the whole time. We're like, hold on.
No way.
Got new jib. He got his new little jib in. Yeah, dude. The guy
It's a
couldn't stop
temporary
smiling,
one.
dude.
It's a
He was-
temporary one, he said, but he's got a full one coming in
Temporary.
tomorrow. Yeah.
He's oh my
All right, so
God.
back to
That's
the.
something else.
He's a great guy. Back to the that pregame in Slovakia.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you get high sticked.
Yeah, so it happened high stick. So I'm sitting there before the game. I'm like, I'm gonna find whoever like did that. Like I know exactly what it was, and I'm gonna smoke them.
I'm gonna smoke him, eh?
Like you almost knocked out my whole row of teeth. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
this isn't flying. So and then before that, I'm like, we gotta keep our heads up tonight. Like it's gonna be a good game. And then sure enough, like they're sitting there in front of their net, like cross check, and like
All right.
one guy's got Bedsy by like the neck, and he like throwing him on the ground. I'm sitting there,
I
I'm like,
know.
what is going on right now? Like from
Yeah.
the bench, and oh, it was bad. But at the same time, like we didn't want to do anything because like our luck being like we would have taken one, and then
Yeah, you end up getting a 5-minute
you know,
or you're out for the tourney.
yeah,
Like,
seriously. And then our luck, we would have gotten like a 2-minute or like a 5,
Yeah.
and they would have scored on it or something like that. So we just kind of tried to play.
The team
little bit more-
mentality. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Beat 'em on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened?
it's pretty
I
funny.
forget what happened in that game. Enlighten me.
What's a fight?
I don't even
You don't
know what
remember.
There we go.
Hunter doesn't remember. Nobody remembers. We're all, hey, it's in the past.
I think it was like 5-2 win or something.
No, it was OT.
No,
It
we
was
won.
the
We
OT.
won in
It was
overtime.
OT.
Bedard got the crazy overtime.
But how did it happen? Were you guys?
All I can remember, what I can remember from that game, was Nemec like doing this to the
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
he blew the kiss. Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember, 'cause I
Yeah.
remember making a video about that. Yeah, he blows a kiss. 2-1 or something.
I remember that. Yes, I remember that. It was in the second period. It was like 10 seconds into the power play. He shot it, and he didn't even score. Like it went off one of
It was
their
a
other guys in
muffin. It
front
was a
of the net.
muffin.
and then after that, all I remember is Bedsy just angling like 3 guys and like scoring, and me being the first off the bench and just seeing the heartbreaker, and I was like, dude, this guy's
Dude,
nasty.
that was
great.
crazy.
Also, Nemec was weeping on the ice.
yeah, he just left the
Weeping.
entire
He
team.
was weeping. So he went from
Shambles
there to
They're all just.
Yeah.
Oh no! What did Bedsy just? He literally shifted the entire team. And it was. I swear he'd been on the ice for 1:30, and he's like, "I'm just gonna stay, boys. I'm gonna stay out here. I've been putting the team on my shoulders, and I'm gonna walk this entire team."
He just did like the NHL, like the one-touch dekes through them.
Yeah, he was just.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I was
I know
like-
the ones you're talking about. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god.
Dude, I went crazy because, yeah, like it was like after they tied it, I'm like, oh no, like OT, man, I get nervous. Like as a fan, it's way harder to be a fan than I think be playing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, not Gunther though, eh? Gunther didn't
Gunther didn't even know what it was overtime.
He was on the
the gold
spit.
medal
Oh my
game,
God.
eh?
He was on spit and chickless. I kind of forgot it was overtime, and I forgot to throw my gloves up in the air.
Oh,
Is that seriously? Is he serious at that?
It's hilarious.
what was I gonna say with that? Oh yeah, so what happens is, so Clarkey chips it up and we got a 2-on-1 with Juan Gunther.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is in. So I don't know if you can tell, but like my foot's like halfway over the boards already.
Come on.
So like my legs on top of like the brim of the boards or whatever, and it goes back to Gunther, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm already jumping on the ice.
Right.
Just
So I'm sitting there-
anticipating it.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're like, if this doesn't go in, I'm gonna get a penalty.
Yeah, seriously. But I hop on the ice after he scores. My gloves, my stick, my helmet came off so fast, and all I see him in the corner is yelling to the crowd with everything on. I'm sitting there and I'm like looking
Hey,
around.
yeah, act like you've been here before. Like, let's throw something let's go yard sale here, Gunty. Come on, now.
I was just sitting there and I was like looking around. I was like, see like 10 other guys rushing to him. I look up, he's sitting there, mouth guard's still in, gloves are still on.
He doesn't know what to do with his
jumping
hands.
up on
He doesn't know
him.
what to do with his hands. He's like, what's going
Oh.
on?
And we were just giving it to him. We were giving it to him in the room, and he goes, guys, like I just forgot it was overtime. Like I don't know what you want me to do.
I love
He's like, I was trying to go back for the train by the bench,
Yeah.
but you guys all came on the ice.
He was ready to line up at center ice, eh? Line up at center ice for the puck drop.
Yeah.
When he said that in the
Seriously.
interview, I'm like, nah, he must have I must have misheard that, or okay, all right.
No, like it actually happened. Like he had no idea. He had no idea that it was overtime. Like
That's
he told Clarkey in the
hilarious.
room. He told Clarkey in the room. He was like, "Yeah, I just forgot it was OT."
Maybe for the best. Hey, he wasn't stressed, just playing. He's just out there. He's just
No, because it was scary
Yeah,
because they were
seriously.
coming in on 2-on-1. It was like a 2-on-1 the other way, and I was like, oh no. And then their guy kind of just mishandled it. And then did it go to Clarkey?
thinking too hard. Hey, he was thinking
Yeah, he
too
was
hard.
thinking too much.
He knew it was OT.
Yeah, he's
Overthought
thinking
it.
too much.
Yeah.
See, he didn't know it was the advantage.
Yeah, no, I get nervous. I was watching those games. I think it was the Slovakian game, dude, or what game? It was the U.S. game. You guys go down 2. I had to switch my lighting in the room. I think I had a little something to do with that
course,
comeback.
yeah.
To be honest,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I switched the lighting. I switched where I'm sitting. I go downstairs. Like I went on TikTok live. I'm like, we're all good. We're gonna score 2, and we're gonna win. We're gonna come out of the second with the lead. We come out of the second with the lead. I feel like a hero. I feel like I got
Way to
I got
go.
Canada. I got
Good
Canada.
job,
Just the
Chippy.
energy.
Yeah.
No, I got the energy right. And Coach Chippy kind of low key
Yeah.
led us to victory there.
Yeah, you got an extra gold medal sitting around for.
Yeah, I need a gold, boys. I need the gold, and
I have a few I could give you. I mean,
I need one, dude. I need one,
That's too
man.
good.
I need it, man, because there wasn't a lot of gold in my career. Like, Well, like I said, it was AAA, so
AAA,
these weren't
yeah.
like I don't know what kind of tournaments
Hey,
you guys were in.
What was
with
your
3
favorite
guys?
What was your favorite goal that you got at the tourney?
Oh, I think
question.
we know. I think we know which one. Hey, no, there's only one answer here. There's only one
No,
answer.
it was the one. It was one on the power play where I think no, and actually, like all jokes aside, it probably was that one on the power play, just because I think it was Shane and I's first goal we connected on in a pretty long time, and like we scored in the pre-tournament and stuff like that, but it's pre-tournament, right? And this one had the stakes and like New Year's Eve game, like
Oh yeah.
it's time to step it up
it was
here.
against
So it was
Sweden too, eh?
It was sick.
This guy
Yeah,
seeing eye pass. Eh? It was
was a
like
nice
you
pass.
couldn't even make it like any better than like it was a seeing eye pass. Like you needed to do the binoculars, silly. Like it was just it was needed. It was needed.
It
Man.
was.
Yeah.
And a
Like
little
you can't really tell, like from my angle and stuff like that, and from the overhead, like where the TSN camera is, like you can't tell like it was like seeing eye pass, but like from that corner angle, you can tell like it was like a stick. Like if he had like an extra inch on his blade, like that that wasn't getting to me.
We played it back like 50 times up in the loft, and I'm like, look at this frame by frame. I'm like, if this is an inch here, an inch there, like this, like it's the most impossible pass, and it made it through. So
Yeah,
that was a beaut.
just give a little context to people. So me and Otter were going back a little bit. I was kind of what I do is motivate the guys before a big game. I give them some motivation. I fire them. I get them in the right head spot. So me and Otter were going back and forth a little bit. I was coaching him a little bit, telling him what to do. You know, like Coach Chippy's got a lot of wisdom up in his mind. So boys, if you guys need any advice, hit Coach Chippy up in the DMs because the voice message Otter can vouch. I say Otter, we need some binocular stuff here. We need a binocular celly. If you get a nice dish, binocular celly. And
Hey, yeah.
Otter, take it away. What happened there?
Yeah, so it was, I don't know. We were just sitting down and we were telling the boys that Chippy and I were DMing, and then Chippy got me going throughout the whole tournament basically. And I was sitting in the room with Dino, and Dino
keep gassing me. Keep
roommates,
gassing it up. Keep gassing it up. Yeah, you're sitting with Dino talking about Coach Chip and stuff.
And I was sitting there and I was like, I need something to do here, Chip. Like, I need you to give me like a celly or something like that. And he was giving me some crazy things. He was giving me like the wave to the crowd, do the wave
like
with
the Queen,
fans.
like the Queen.
No, so I was trying to give you something that you could like actually pull off. So no, I want you to do this one. I want you to do this
Oh
one.
my God.
I want
The
you to
flow,
do one.
the
But
flow.
then the last one was just like a salute. Give the crowd
Yager?
give the crowd
a little much.
salute
The
to
Yager
crowd.
salute.
Yeah, it would have been
Should have done, if I
nasty.
scored against the Czechs, should have done the Yager
Oh,
salute.
It would have been nasty.
Oh, dirty.
That would have
So
been
keep
dirty.
going. Keep explaining the story.
No, I can't say anything. Yager's nasty, but
Yeah, he is.
anyways,
He's great.
no. So anyways, Chippy goes, give me the binocular celly. So I'm listening to this with Dino. I'm like, what am I gonna do for a binocular celly? So I'm like, I gotta do one of these things. So I'm sitting there, and sure enough, Shaner gives me Chippy in his video goes, if it's a nasty backdoor pass, just stop and look at the guy and give binocular celly. So. Dino knew before the game that I was gonna like look at something like that. So of course Shaner like storybook like backdoor tap in for me, easy. Seeing eye pass. I go in and you can see in the video like I'm going to Selly with Bedsy. And like I hammer on the brakes. I'm like, no,
I gotta do
So
it.
you hammer the brakes. Hammer the brakes.
Hammer the brakes on. I look at Shane. I'm like, oh, it's time, and I just do the binoculars once. I'm sitting there. My face is unreal, and then I get back to the bench, and Dino goes, Otter, you did it! You did it!
Silly. Dude, you should have
That's
seen
great.
me. I told my
That's
boys. I told my parents. I'm like, he's gonna do the binocular before the game, boys. If he does the binoculars, just watch. So I'm watching the game. It's the Sweden game, and I'm with my buddies. We were in Toronto, and I was like, he's gonna do it, boys. He's gonna do it. And they're like, they don't even really watch hockey, so they weren't even watching the game. So you tuck it, and then I look, dude, and I just see it. You do one of these, and then you point at him, and I was like, boys, he did it. So I'm like rewinding it. I'm trying to. These guys are out on the balcony doing whatever they're doing, right? And I'm like, boys, he did it. And I showed them. I couldn't believe it, dude. I was like, absolutely unreal. I was like,
Chippy's career highlight.
It was
right
a
there.
career highlight.
No, to
It
be
was
honest,
right.
I
It
have
was.
to say you did have an influence on that game. You planted the seed. It's like
I know. That's what I'm saying.
We needed
It happened in the World J. I'm like, that's as close as I'm getting to a World Junior in the game experience
We're
ever
there.
in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, there you
It
go.
was good.
Unreal, dude.
Beauty.
Yeah, we're connected. Me and Otter are connected
go.
now for life. Like,
Yeah,
Otter.
we have a thing going.
Yeah,
It's
if you,
good.
ever need, if you ever need a big game, like I'm here. Let me know if you need.
I'm
if you
playing
need a
tomorrow.
pump.
I'm playing tomorrow night. I got a big 3-3 coming up.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let me know. I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you something after this podcast.
Yeah.
You're fired up.
And for the people listening at home, you can find Coach Chippy on Cameo. You want one of those pump up speeches, some silly
I don't got one of those
suggestions.
big, I don't got one of those big league contracts like you got Cameo, boys. If you guys need a little Magic Mojo speech before the game, head over to Coach Chippy on Cameo.
Hayden wants to jump in here. Let's just mute Chippy's mic for a second. Get Hayden in on the
I can
pod.
talk all day.
No, I was just thinking about the connection you have with Chippy, but I think that your connection with Shaner might be a little bit stronger, based on that seeing eyes pass. I saw a clip of you two after the gold medal game, kind of selling with some fans. You're taking their phone through the little camera slot and recording some stuff.
It's a puck daddy move.
Yeah, that was really. I thought that was really cool. And Shaner seemed like he had a bit more excitement than I'm used to seeing from him. He was screaming at it. You were pumped up.
Yeah, well, it's gold medal. Fired up. We're fired up.
How many of those did you do? What were the fans saying? What was it like to be able
Was
to
that
share
your
that
sister
moment?
or something like that?
Yeah, so actually, I went over there because it was our birthday on the 5th, and
yeah.
my sister made like a cool little sign. It's 2-time gold medalist.
Nice.
I think it was gold medal on your birthday. And
Hey, imagine you lose. Hey,
yeah,
imagine that.
seriously.
Come on. Let's not.
Seriously.
Holy, well, it was close. It was OT. It wasn't. It was tight, man. They're holding that sign. They're like,
So, yeah, seriously, but she had like two of them. She had two of them checked off, and the 2-time gold medalist on like your birthday was like last to checked off, and
Right.
I was just sitting there and I was like, you know what, let's go just check it off. Like it'd be a pretty cool
yeah,
idea.
that's
And
cute.
Amazing.
She would be pretty pumped, and so I went over there and she like passed me the poster through the sign, and like I checked it off, and then after that, Shaner's sister made the same thing. Same kind of thing. So Shaner came over and took a picture with my sister and I think we took a picture with his sister and him. And our families we're pretty tight families, and we're close with each other. And
Yeah, you knew
so it was a
TSN was
cool
going to eat
moment
that
for-
up, eh? You knew TSN was going to
Yeah,
eat that
yeah.
up. So those
Yeah,
guys out there
seriously.
signing it, you knew the cameras were on. We're just going to
Yeah.
TSN over here. We're signing stuff for our siblings.
He's doing it for the right reasons. Family, I love that.
I love that. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Family's so
and
important.
And then people started passing their phones to the like the little picture things. We're like, oh god, like we gotta start doing like all these pictures.
Gotta
now,
do a
so-
video now. We gotta do.
You see the
Yeah.
stands start funneling down.
At
Like,
least it's only
Yeah.
one little hole, so you knew that people wouldn't be throwing like 6 phones through at a time.
I'm your third cousin, twice removed. I know your uncle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I met your aunt once at the grocery
I
store.
made your friend Arctic char the other day.
Speaking of family, so you're Othman. That's Swiss background.
Yep.
Were you born in Switzerland? I saw you got a Canadian and a Swiss flag on your elite prospects.
Yeah, no, I'm dual citizenship with Switzerland, so I have my Swiss passport. I have my player's license, so when COVID happened, I went over to play over there.
Oh yeah.
The reason why I have that is because my dad played over there he played in their top league, their professional league for, I don't know, 10, 15 years. And so that's where he made all of his living over there. And then he came back to Canada and made a hockey school and was running a hockey school and stuff like that. So that's where I kind of learned how to play, was through my dad and stuff like that. And
Nice.
all the different skill sets that he had, I guess he taught me, and I guess I just got a little bit better at it than he did back in the day. So
Got that over him.
He's a good teacher, I guess. Eh?
Yeah.
Sign up for the
Yeah,
Othman
and,
school, hockey
It's
school.
Othman, right? I think I murked it in that first video I did. I think I said Othman.
Or is it Othman?
And then you send me a
Yeah,
message. You're like, you just call me Otter, man. I don't want.
yeah. It was funny. Well, we were listening. Dino played it, and he was like, Othman, like good
Othman.
shift or whatever. Like, what a great game. And he's sitting there. I'm like, what are you watching, dude?
Yeah.
He's like, dude, Chippy, you just messed up your name. You go suck it. So I'm like, I
Othman.
gotta send him a video.
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
gotta-
send him a video.
That's unreal.
He's like, call me Otter, man. Like, I don't need any of that. I was like, yeah, I know, I murked it. I did murk it.
So Hayden was talking about the chemistry. You and Shane Wright. You guys have been playing for a while. Don Mills Flyers. You're filling the net back there. Tell me about that experience
That
playing.
team was stacked.
Like you guys just win everything.
Yeah, we
eh?
like talking about
Did you win
minor
the one
hockey.
at the end though, or did you guys win it all?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
we
won
won
it all?
everything. We won everything. Clark, he was on that team too, and
Yeah, Brant Clark.
we were just we
team.
were stacked. I mean, we had him. We had 2 twins that play in the OHL that are just beasts, and Arnsby's the captain of North Bay. Roman Schmidt, he plays in Kitchener. Same with Francesco Arcuri. One of our goalies plays in the Q. One plays in Barrie. Like we were loaded.
stacked.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Did you just like stack it for the draft year, or was it like
I think it was
no,
when
you grew up?
Coach Jeremy showed up to their practice one time and gave a couple of custom sticks.
Were you there? Were you there?
Away. Yeah, I was there. I was there
No
a couple
way.
tweaks away, and
Yeah,
that was pretty.
That was really a TSN turning point right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was cool. And then, yeah, from there it just kind of hit off. Or all of us kind of just, I don't know, gelled and connected. That incident happened with our goalie that occurred like a long time ago. So I think after that we connected and we kind of just built a brotherhood. Like we had one, but we built a bigger one. And ever since then, all of us have kind of just stayed in touch with each other, and we all talk with each other. And it'd be great to like play a game or like 3-on-3 with all of them on the same team again, and kind of live that back. That would be really cool. But since that incident, I think all of us just became a lot tighter and a lot closer. And after that, we didn't even lose a game. I think we lost one game, and we had such a good bond, and that's where our chemistry, like especially Shane and I, we had chemistry before that, but everyone else's chemistry on that team just got a lot tighter and a lot better just because of that incident. I think
Kind of brings everyone together.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's two ways you can do. Like a team can go apart or a team can come together, and we came together and we kind of faced that adversity that a lot of people don't ever face or ever will face. So it was really good.
I'm getting goosebumps just listening to this,
I am
man.
too, to be honest.
That's
Holy,
wild. Like it's such a terrible thing, and it's tragic, but it's sometimes like the most extreme things in life that really bring people together. So the fact that you guys all like came together and like you said, create like a brotherhood, and you're there for each other. And I think that's what I love about hockey is that your teammates become your family. Right, when you have that strong of a relationship, that mental health is so important. So having guys that you can count on and there for you, and doing the right thing, being a good teammate, and trying to win and just being there for the other guys on your team, making sure everyone feels included and everything. That's huge. I love that.
Yeah. Well, it's good actually. When I was a kid, I know one thing my dad always said to me was, I asked him, I said, "What do you miss about not playing?" And he said that the one thing he said was, he didn't say like, "Oh, I miss scoring, I miss winning." He just said, "I miss my teammates." And he doesn't get to go over to Switzerland much. Like the one time he's been over there, and since I was born, so I guess at the time 17, 18 years was COVID, and he hasn't been over there I guess in the 18 years, and he saw a few teammates over there. So he said, I asked him, I said, "Well, what's the one thing you miss?" And I don't know, I was 12 at the time, so I was just asking questions, and he said, "I miss my teammates, and you miss the hockey room and the culture that you build." So it's one thing that I've always learned.
That's a good question to ask as a 12-year-old, I got to say.
Yeah.
Like asking your dad that's a good question.
Anya, he's wise.
Not
wise
like,
beyond his years.
what's for dinner?
Dad, turn the radio off. I just want to focus. All right.
When you coming to Barrie? When you playing Barrie next?
We don't.
Oh,
we
you
don't.
don't. Well, you don't.
No,
well, yeah, because
I
the
don't think
Western versus the, or sorry,
No, we're both in the Eastern Conference, but I think they only go up there. I think they only go up there once, to be honest with you. I know we don't play Barrie this year because I was looking at the schedule. Of road trips we were supposed to do, and I don't think we go up to Barrie.
Got a few like Toronto games, like GTA.
Yeah, we play Mississauga. I know we play Sudbury and North Bay, and
right.
I know that's up and around there, but that's still pretty far. But I think Mississauga and stuff like that.
Right.
Right on.
All right, let's have a little fun. Actually, I wanted to do this right at the beginning of the pod, but we were flowing. So we do drafts on the podcast where
I win them all.
Oh,
but
come on.
Yeah, he thinks he wins them all.
We got bias reffing over here the other day. Crazy, man.
So a few of the drafts is like the best snack bar food, and we're gonna draft our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back and forth. Best.
Right.
So we'll just get your top
for each category.
For each of these categories.
Yeah.
So we'll start right there. You're at the arena. You're going to the snack bar. What's your number one pick? What are you taking?
Number one overall.
Skittles.
Oh, that's a good one.
The sweet tooth guy.
Skittles?
A lot of people picked that in the comments because we didn't draft it.
Oh,
yeah.
we didn't. That's crazy.
But I forgot about it. I was like, I picked sour keys over I think was like for my candy category, right?
If I'm drafting candy, I am drafting Skittles as the number one candy.
Like sour though, you gotta get those sour ones.
No, it
a
hurts
little
your
too
teeth.
hot.
No,
No.
it hurts.
I'm a sour guy,
No.
man. I don't know what to tell you
He
guys,
already
but
told you he's a sweet.
Yeah,
sweet,
no.
not salty. Or
Those sour
Sour-
Skittles, they make your
sour is
teeth
soft.
soft. They make your teeth soft.
Yeah.
but if I'm
no.
gonna have them, I want my face to be cringing.
I'm curious though. So you're a Skittles guy. What's your second tier down after Skittles? What's the next best candy?
I think this one's pretty underrated. I gotta go Starburst.
Oh, that's a good
100%.
one.
Dynamite.
It's 100%.
Starbursts are dynamite. I agree with that.
Okay, hold on.
And I'm not even a sweet guy.
I think
not really a sweet
Starburst
guy.
is a solid number 2. I might take a Jolly Rancher on top of those.
Jolly Rancher
Yeah.
flavor wise is
Yeah.
good,
Jolly
but the texture
Rancher?
sticks to your teeth.
No, they're
and stuff.
great. Because
Yeah.
the flavor is just ridiculous. And then once it gets thin enough, you can kind of fold it in half, and it's like almost
No, I like with those balls that you
You like balls?
Gobstoppers?
no those those big things that like you get at those tournaments. They're jawbreakers. The jawbreakers.
Oh, the jawbreakers.
These kids would just be
Jawbreakers.
walking around with their little
You
jawbreakers.
mean the
at
baseballs that
tournament.
you lick for a week until
No,
your
you got that
tongue's
little,
raw?
that little machine that would go at those tournaments. Like I don't know, like
yeah.
at Chesswood and Westwood, they'd have those little
Oh my
plinko
So-
things. I don't know. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Brennan, 100% candy guy. You know what you're talking about. We got the Skittles and the Starburst. So snack bar food, Skittles. Best hockey movie.
Careful.
Best hockey movie?
Yeah.
Careful,
Yeah,
man.
careful. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't watch.
Hockey
You don't watch
movie,
it.
eh?
You don't watch any, eh?
Are you not a hockey
No,
movie
I
type of
don't.
guy?
No, I mean,
It's just hard
there's
to
not many hockey movies out there, right?
I agree.
I mean, when
At least
I
not
look at
good
it,
ones,
like,
yeah.
no, like, I mean, I'm trying to think of it. Like, you get the hockey movies, and it's like not really, like, it's not really hockey. You know what I mean? Like,
Some of them, yeah.
when I'm looking at it, like, it's just like actors skating around, and they just don't know how to.
Fair.
It's like
You're getting-
so it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
No, except for one.
But,
There's one.
yeah.
There's only one. There's only one that you should be.
And
picking.
it's not the
Hold
one
on.
Chippy's thinking
A
about.
quick sidebar here is that I do enjoy when they try to put hockey into like just a regular TV show, and I'm like, oh come on, let's see it, and you see like the ankles bending, and I'm like, okay, come
Yeah.
on, not even your Hollywood
Yeah.
movie tricks can convince me that
Get
that's
me
a
out there. Okay? Get me out there on there.
All right,
Just doing
just
some
pick
Hollywood
one.
stuff.
We need to know. You got to pick one.
pick
There's
one.
only one, man.
Oh,
You want
It's got an animal in it.
Chippy, you give it to me.
No,
then.
don't listen
It's
to
got
him.
an animal in it. You can
Alright.
see MVP, the most valuable primate. Come on, you tell me you haven't
not
seen
the
that.
One,
No,
not the one with the monkey in it.
Yeah, dude, that's the
come-
only one, man. You gotta be
on.
kidding me right
no
now.
shot.
Don't tell me you're a miracle guy. If I hear another one of these guys come on and say miracle,
That was
I'm
mine.
gonna lose my
Miracle?
mind.
That was mine.
No one's
yeah.
I think
watching Miracle.
I'm not a big Miracle guy. The only parts I like in Miracle is when he just bag skates
yeah
him.
the
Yeah,
best.
Yeah.
Again.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah. I like that part and his speech before the finals.
The,
Of
the-
course, yeah.
the
That-
legs feed the
Have you
balls.
seen that
That-
little kid do the
Yeah.
speech of the Herb
Am I the
Brooks?
only one that tuned all those
Yeah.
that out? I tuned it out. I didn't listen. I didn't even know the speech. I had to go watch it back the other day. I was like,
you
what's
go-
this miracle
Yeah.
speech everyone's
Go.
on about?
You should do it. It's funny.
I might.
I'm on the same page here as Otter. It was hard for me to watch because I'm like, I don't want US to win. I want Canada. Like it's
Yeah.
obviously a movie about that, but it's a well done movie. I mean, then you got Goon, you got Slapshot. Are you Slapshot guy or not?
Yeah, you know what? I'll go
There
Slapshot
we go. All right.
Yeah,
I'll go
Slapshot's good.
Slapshot.
Young Blood is
Slapshot's-
good as well.
or Youngblood. Yeah, Youngblood.
I haven't even
Youngblood's a
seen
good one.
Youngblood.
I can't believe you don't
haven't?
like
Oh.
MVP. man.
For Slapshot,
That's heartbreaking to me. Like that's like the only one ever, man.
You're like the connection
Little
is
Jack out there. Little Jack out there is buzzing around. They're trying to pick on him, like trying to get him kicked out of the game, man. Like,
He's going between guys' legs. He's nasty.
yeah,
right?
dude, he was nice, and then he was skateboarding, he was snowboarding, man. That was my favorite. That was my
Oh
favorite
my
movie series. man.
streams for MVP are just gonna skyrocket after
Yeah,
this pod.
MVP's unreal.
I did enjoy Slapshot, but I feel it could have been, maybe this is an unpopular opinion, it could have been like 45 minutes shorter. Like they could have cut out a
Yeah.
lot. You know, if they just all had all the hockey scenes in there, I'd be happy.
Give me Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore. I'll take
Happy Gilmore's great. Okay, next up, best hockey sound. What is the best sound of hockey?
Best hockey sound.
Oh, the best sound is when you go croast.
Okay.
Croast. What is
Croast-
this? What is
croast is-
this millennial term we're bringing out right now? Croast.
Croast.
What is
Croast is when you. Croast is where the crossbar and the post hit and it goes in.
croast?
Yeah. Did he?
Where,
You
where
guys
pipe
have heard
meets
croast
pipe?
before? You guys are acting like you've heard croast before.
I'm gonna be honest.
Don't
I've
ever
never
say
heard it
you've
in my life.
croast before. This is a new term.
It
Coach Shippy knows these
sounded
terms.
like I could have figured it out. I could have guessed. we're crossbar meets post. I do like
No, but
that.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like this new
Yeah.
lingo. I just need to be put onto this new lingo.
Roast.
Yeah.
Gross.
It
Like
is.
like if you watch the video of Bedsy's goal against Finland in the summertime last year,
Yeah.
like it
Gross.
hits that.
I know
and
the
goes
one you're
in,
talking
like
about.
that's crossed.
Yeah.
That's
Like
gross.
that there-
Roast and that's nasty. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So bar down.
exactly.
I think I drafted bar down. Croast.
Yeah.
I
Croast
mean,
is gross.
it's
I
a
kinda
different
like
sound.
that. I
I'd say
like that.
croast is maybe closer to back bar. Where it's like a bit more of a thunk, not as much of a ting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
croast is like
Yeah.
top corns.
Top corn.
Like right.
Yeah. Pretty much.
pipe.
Yeah.
Like
The
right-
perfect
right-
top corn.
Yeah,
Top corn
yeah,
pipe.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Good pick. Good pick.
It's a great.
All right.
It's a great pick.
Going with your best pregame food.
Pasta.
Okay.
Oh,
Solid
yeah.
pick. You
Straight.
You,
Straight.
What's that?
I was saying you
No.
taking the red sauce, or
Like
the
you don't
white
cook
sauce,
it.
or
You just eat it raw.
You better have
No,
sauce.
it's no sauce.
no sauce.
Oh, I like that. That's
No,
actually
no butter.
No,
Oh,
maybe.
man.
It
no
depends.
sauce.
It depends. It depends on how I'm feeling. Like I could go a little red sauce,
No.
Right.
Okay.
or I can just go straight butter with a little bit of cheese.
unreal.
Yes.
Butter and cheese is good. A little garlic. If you
No,
get a
what
little
is
garlic
going
butter-
on with this? What are we talking? What do we know?
But
No,
can you just picture Otter in his car eating straight pasta, no sauce, with the music off? Eh, just like
Yeah.
No, I
On the
feel
way
like,
to the-
I feel like it's dynamite, but like you're not like an Alfredo pasta before a game or what?
On the way to the
You're not throwing some Alfredo chicken
No,
Alfredo
like-
down the hatch?
No, like I may go a little bit of red sauce, like just ever so
Alright.
slightly, just to get that little taste going.
No
but that's
onion.
about
Are you
it.
an onion guy?
Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Stankoven said he eats at 4, and
Are you
that's late
kidding
for
me?
most people. What about you? When do you eat your dinner before?
He doesn't
a
like
game?
flavor. Otter doesn't like flavor. We're learning that Otter doesn't like any flavor. That's what this guy.
he's getting his burger, no ketchup, no, just the patty,
Come
just the
on,
patty
man.
on the bread. Eh.
Can I get a burger, no patty, no
Run that
toppings?
sub through the garden, man.
Yeah. No, Stanks. Yeah, Stanks eats the latest possible. The one thing I can remember about Stanks is that in the summertime, me and Bedsy would walk over together all the time because it was walking distance. So we'd go down. We'd usually get there about 2 hours and 15 minutes before the game started. And Stanks would be down there. Bedsy would get a coffee. I wasn't a big coffee guy. And Stanks would just be down there in his like shorts and t-shirt, just eating food,
just,
like full plate.
just stomaching it.
and
Yeah.
and he's got to be at the rink in like 20 minutes. And
Unreal.
we're like, dude, like, you ready to go? And he goes, yeah, I'll be good.
Just let me
Sure
finish
enough,
this plate.
strolls in. Yeah, sure enough, strolls in. But no, I eat around 3:15
Okay.
around there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was working for Stanks. He was wheeling out there. He had a lot of energy on the ice.
Maybe that explains his low center of
Yeah.
gravity, right? Like he's
Is this guy's legs built
Yeah.
like trunks? Like Stanky's legs just
stanky
Stanks?
legs.
yeah. Are they or
Not like he's got good sized legs, but you'd think that they'd be for his size. You'd think that he's got like
trunks?
Crosby legs, but
Hey, it takes years.
I'd say his legs. Yeah, I'd say his legs are up there though, as for World Juniors at least.
Right.
I'd give him top 5 for sure.
Is Bedsy number 1? Like I saw that guy's legs.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
Really?
guy's leg. I
Bedsy's-
saw a video.
He's
I'm
got
like, this
6 packs
guy's-
on the quads. Eh.
Holy dude.
yeah.
Does he leg days every
Bedsy's one
day?
for sure.
Yeah, is he one? Yeah.
Well, that helps him
It's
rip
just,
it.
it's just squats and forearms for Bedsy.
Same time.
Just do it,
Same
yeah.
time. I don't know. Some weird new TikTok dance right there.
Yeah, I got some more ammo now. I got Bedsy's legs are just huge. Okay.
Squats on the balance bar while curling the wrist curls.
All right, back on to pregame meals. What's the worst one?
Yeah, worst thing to eat.
Oh, worst.
Like what? Yeah, what would be like the worst? Like what would the
Um,
worst pregame meal you could ever have? Like you don't not that you eat it, but like
Maybe you had a bad pregame meal experience.
maybe you
once.
have. Yeah, maybe you ate dummied a Big Mac before a
there
game or
was-
something.
there was one time. When was it? Might have been last year or this year, back in Flint. I think we were on the road and it was this place going up, and it was like mashed potatoes, but they weren't really mashed.
Oh, so kind of chunky a
And
little
it was
bit.
like,
Oh.
yeah, it was like chunky potatoes with like
Ooh.
with chicken, but like they're cooking like 40 chicken breasts, so it's like they're definitely not cooked all the way through.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
So like you're like chewing them, like it's
Oh,
like tasting
no.
like rubber, or like you're like, oh my god.
It's gonna sit like
But
a
then
rock.
you got the one, then you got the one cycle who just goes up for like thirds, and you're sitting there like, how can you eat this?
Yeah,
But he doesn't even care, man. He's like, give me that.
that's like chicken pot pie or whatever. I don't think I could eat that before a game.
Nah.
It sits too heavy.
No.
on the
I could eat
stomach.
anything. Like me and Jer, we had a foot long
This big.
shawarma
It's that
20
big.
minutes before the game the other night. But I did feel it, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt
Also,
so
it's men's
slower.
league.
I think you set me up for the bingo there. It's all the same.
Oh, I
it's
did.
all
I did set you up for a bingy.
it's all about percentage wise.
Yeah, we go for a big like Mediterranean wrap, like literally T-minus 40 minutes till game time, and Jared and I we did combine on a bingo there though. We did.
Yeah, that was a nice tap in he set me up with there. Let's talk about preparing for just practicing making the O or not the O, sorry. The O, yeah, sorry.
Making the NHL and
The O, like anything major, junior, like how do you get to the next level? How did you even play in AAA? Like what sort of stuff are you doing to stay ahead of the pack?
Well, obviously it starts off like I think I just got to give a little bit of credit to my dad here, just because with his hockey school, he's the only hockey school I really went to when I was a kid, and we worked a lot on shooting and passing and stuff like that, and he wasn't so much of a power skating, figure skating guy, so I kind of had my own teacher for that.
Right.
But my dad worked a lot on. He taught me a lot of off ice stuff like that. Like we watched a lot of NHL games together, and as a kid, I feel like you don't have hockey IQ as a kid. In my opinion, you don't have hockey IQ. You have to, as a kid, you have to be taught it. I feel like, and when I was really young, that's all we did is we watched NHL games. Like some nights, like on a Friday night, like if I wouldn't have school Saturday, like my dad was pretty cool, and even my mom too. And it was like I would get to watch the 7:00 game, but then I'd get to stay up for like the 10:00 game and watch
nice.
study in the game, eh?
yeah, like watch the first period or two, and then it's like 11:30, and you're sitting there like, oh my god, like it's so cool. I'm up at 11:30, and I'm like 9 years old, and but that's what we did, and then we just talked about it, and then we would pick a guy on the ice to watch, and then you just kind of studied him a little bit, and
That's
as
smart.
a kid, you're doing all this hockey work and stuff like that, and then you search up on YouTube stuff like that, and you kind of want to see how he plays and stuff like that, and the ISO cams, and so that's kind of how I think I was taught a little bit, and the hockey IQ side of things, and I think hockey IQ is major. Like obviously you're shooting and you're skating, and
So hockey
obviously
IQ. What
all
do you
the
mean by
skills.
that? What do you mean by hockey IQ?
It's like the way you think the game. Like it's how fast you can think the game. Like if you're sitting there and for an example, like a hockey IQ play would be if you're sitting there on a 3-on-2 and you're coming down, like you're not going to skate into the D. Like you're going to pull up, you're going to stop.
Yeah.
You're going to let like the middle guy drive through,
Be a threat.
hit the far
Yeah.
guy. You could shoot it, stuff like that. Kind of let their D back up, create a little more time and space for yourself.
Yeah.
But no, like another hockey IQ play would be, I don't know. I saw it last game. I think it was Edmonton. I forgot who they were playing, but I mean, I think they could have been playing
Against Seattle, maybe the last game.
No, it was two or three games ago. It was
Oh,
Darnell
okay.
Nurse, and they had an empty netter, with like 7 seconds left, and there was no way he could have got the empty netter. Like some guys made a shot for it and icing and stuff like that. He made a simple like, just chip it out,
Yeah.
went all the way down to the other end. Like it didn't go in. I don't think he really cared if it went in or not.
Right.
But he chipped it out of the zone like that. There, it's like, why isn't he shooting for it? But it's like that's like a good hockey high IQ play that he's just getting it out of the zone the safest way he possibly can, right? And that's just little things like that.
Quick decisions that
thinking
end up
fast.
being right.
So,
Yeah.
so I've always thought like good hockey players can read and react really well. So you're reading the play, you're reacting, so you're making a smart decision. And then I'd say like the best players, they can manipulate the plays. So now they're not just reacting, they're actually making an impact. They're doing something to make the other team do something that they want them to do so they can go and do something else.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If my dad had a hockey school, I'd be in the NHL as well.
If he was 6'4", if he used that as a hockey school, if he didn't take up social media.
I mean, I teach hockey. I don't know about Mason. He's more interested in Pokemon and Legos, right?
You gotta be dialed. So was your dad just on you like you're gonna do this, or did you love the game? Like was it?
No, I really liked the game as a kid. I don't know what set me off to like the game that much or love the game, how much I love the game, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it was my dad playing hockey in Switzerland that I thought was pretty cool. Where it was always just watching hockey. I have no idea, but I really like like you asked, how's it like playing in the NHL, like to people, and it's like, oh, you have such a good life and stuff like that, and I think that's just kind of the way I wanted to live, was just have a good life in the future, and I wanted to work hard for it. And I told my dad that obviously as a kid, it's like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I don't think my answer ever changed. It was hockey
NHL
player,
player,
hockey
yeah.
player, right?
Unreal.
Keep
NHL
working
player,
at it.
and right, and then as a kid, you get like your teachers like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you got to write down on a piece of paper. It's like NHL player, and it's like, like it's so hard to do, and it's like you're sitting there like, okay, like
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it though.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Like,
Hold my
try to-
juice
like, I'm
box.
Yeah.
Hold my
like
juice
I'm
box.
gonna try to do it. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny. I was saying, like, back in high school and back in elementary school when I was there, like, I would always have to leave like on like a Thursday or Friday in the school, so I would come back on Monday, and we would win the tournament with Domino's, right? And
Right.
I'm sitting there, and and as a kid, like, you got to post everything on Instagram and,
Oh yeah.
and everything. So they're sitting there like, oh, like, you left, like, hockey's more important than school, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, right now, like, for me, like, yeah, like,
Yeah,
I
sorry,
wanted to go.
Peach.
Yeah.
I had
Like-
6 goals, 8 assists this weekend, and
Yeah.
we haven't lost a game all season,
You
Teach.
see my ELC with
Get
the
outta here,
Rangers,
Peach.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
I'm
important.
sitting there, and I'm like, and then the best is, like, some of them like texting my dad now, like, oh, congratulations. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh,
You're right.
okay, guys.
Yeah,
like, come
yeah.
on.
Eh?
Well, you're not gonna get a scholarship on your math when your hockey's so good, right?
I think
No. And then I had the cool teachers. Right? Like, I had a couple cool teachers. Like, my high school gym teacher was pretty cool. Like, I would always tell him, I'm like, hey, like, I had to leave like 15 minutes early to go get to practice. He'd be like, yeah, don't even worry about coming. Like, you're good.
Unreal.
beauty.
always the
I'm sitting
gym.
there,
Yeah,
I'm
you like
teachers.
the
Yeah.
beauties. Yeah, some people like you either they
Beauty.
hate the hockey player or they love the hockey player. So it's not.
There's
It's,
no in
Yeah.
between.
there's no in between. Yeah, it's either you're a beauty or
Yeah.
you're just not a beauty.
So
Exactly.
you're drafted by the Rangers. What's that experience like? Like, do you know when you're going to get that call up? Are you like, how does that process work? We had a few of the other guys talk about it. I'm curious if it varies from
Must
person
feel
to person.
good, man.
Yeah. Well, New York's an interesting one because I think when they got Lafreniere, they were super, like, no one really knew that they were going to get Lafreniere. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Right.
I think they were good that year. That I think they lost the first round in the bubble, which qualified them to get that first overall pick. So they didn't come last, but they got super lucky to get that first overall pick. And Lafreniere is such a, I don't care what people say or in New York or what other people are thinking. Like, he's like, you don't go first overall for no reason. Like, you don't have back-to-back 125 point
Yeah.
back-to-back player of the year, CHL player of the year for nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's
up
nasty.
there in the NHL. Yeah, like up there in the NHL, like, that takes time. Like, that takes a lot of
Yeah.
energy. Like, that takes a lot of preparation to get to that
Adjustment
next
too.
level.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, it's such a fast. I mean, you watch. It's such a fast league. Like, you have no time and space out there, and but that's just number one. But I don't know when I could get called up or when I could start playing. Like, I'm hoping next year. I think I could play there next year. My last 2 camps have been pretty good. So,
Yeah, you won like rookie of the camp or something. I was reading a little bit about that.
yeah, I won the I forget what it's called, but I won the
Lars
rookie.
Eric or something.
Yeah, Lars
Doing my
Eriksson, or the
research before
Eriksson.
the pod,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah, the Eriksson Award, and I won that. I won that this camp, and it's like the best top rookie or whatever it is, voted
Nice.
by media and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool, and I didn't know that was an award until last year, actually, when Niels, he plays on Dallas right now, he won that, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I wanted to work towards that, and it may not mean much to others, and maybe like, oh, whatever, but it's still something to put
still
in
an
your
accomplishment.
resume.
It's still on the trophy
You know what
case.
you know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's still another one for the
Yeah,
trophy
so-
case.
Yeah, but no, I don't know when the timeline could be. I mean, they're a really, really good team. They got deep left wingers.
We were talking a bit
the right
before.
wingers are good as well, right?
Pretty much, if you want to crack the lineup, you're taking someone else's job, so it's not easy for any team,
Yeah.
right? Like, that's just the reality of it.
No, it doesn't matter what team you're on. Like, you're trying
Yeah.
to beat out someone for a job, and
Mhm.
and at the same time, like, yes, I'm young and whatever, but I still think like they have a little bit of an advantage just because they've played there before, and they know what it's like to play in that league. They know the pace. They know how much time and space you get. And
Right.
in junior here, you have, now that I'm older and now that I'm one of the older players in the league, you find out you have a little bit more time and space, and maybe sometimes you have too much time and space
Yeah.
that you don't really know what to do with it. And at the next level, I was talking to Ryder and Clarkey and Gunner a little bit. Like, you have no space. Like, even in the preseason games I've played in, like, you rarely have time and space. Like, I got a couple passes on the wall against the Islanders, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh God, like,
What do I do?
Mayfield's coming down.
This thing, yeah.
Like, Mayfield's coming down to pinch on me. Like, I got to figure out what to do with it. And as you get older and as time goes and as you practice a little bit more, it just becomes second nature. Just because that's another thing, like hockey IQ. Like, you pick up things pretty fast. And,
You adjust.
I think I would. Yeah, exactly. The adjustment part of things, and you could tell when Clarkey, Gunner, and Ryder came to World Juniors, you can tell that they've played in the NHL. You can tell that by the way they skate, the way they conduct themselves, and and how much time and space and how much they take advantage of that. So it's little things that play into that.
Beauty.
Yeah, do you get like a flow state when you're playing? Like, do you get in like a nice full flow? Like, you're not thinking too much, are you?
No, not really. Like, I'm thinking about what I want to do with the puck when I get it, but usually when I have it, I already know what I'm doing, and I think that's a good part of my game, that when I have the puck, I already know what I'm doing, and I already kind of know where my line mates are and where they want the puck, which I think they appreciate, and I hope they appreciate
the hockey
a little bit of
IQ.
playmaking.
Yeah, you're in the Big Apple. You're in the Big Apple next year. You're in the Big Apple next year.
They got to give you a look.
Yeah.
They got to give you a look.
And Coach Shippy needs tickets.
I hope so.
At least
Coach Shippy
I
needs
hope so.
tickets to the Big Apple games.
I
Be
hope
going out
so.
for some
That
steaks.
That arena's special for sure. You guys got to experience
Holy
that.
Oh, I'd love to do that. Yeah.
get the binoculars out there, eh?
Yeah, right when you get me those tickets, I'll be there, eh?
Chippy will be in the stands like this, and then you got to return the favor.
First goal.
Yeah,
there you
Oh,
There you
there
go.
it is. I'm feeling it. No, yeah, I feel it. I just
It's
believe in yourself,
a
brother.
breakaway on an empty net, and it just turns.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, you play a big boy game. You're a big boy, eh?
Well, talking about that, what's your biggest attribute? Like, what do you think is your best asset as a player?
I think my shot. I think I have a pretty good shot, and I think that give credit to my dad. I never really had a skate or a shooting coach or anything. Like, we just worked on my shot a lot, and you could see how much shooting the puck and how much work goes into that, and how much you can succeed from that. And I think that's my biggest thing is being able to shoot the puck and being able to release it at different points and different ways to release it. Like, it's not always that snapshot. Like, it could be like a Bedsy toe drag release, or it could be like a kind of like a chip shot or toe drag release, or like a saw shot kind of thing like that. So it's a whole different things that some players just come in and they just snap it, where I think as myself, I have 4 or 5 different shots I could use that are well
Shooting
that
from
are-
any
are
situation.
well. Yeah, exactly. That are good at least.
I was reading an article from Jonathan Quick, and he was saying the best shooters in the league, and this is from a few years back, but he says they're the ones that change the angle. You don't know how it's coming off their stick. So the ones with the deceptive release, a good goalie, they know where that shot is coming before it even comes off the blade. If you're telegraphing that shot, they're already in position. They're going to stop it. But he said it's the guys that can hold it out, then suck it in and change it. You don't know when it's coming off their stick or where it's going. Those are the ones that put it in.
Sounds like me, Jer.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. Anything we say that's good hockey skill, Chippy's like, yeah, that sounds like
honestly,
me.
I have it in my bag, man.
When are we opening the Coach Chippy hockey school? We're going
Soon, man.
to fill the barn. Fill the barn.
Yeah, Otter's gonna be coming through. I think Shaner said he was gonna be coming out too. They've seen the edge work. They've seen seen the release, man.
All right, let's let Otter go here. If you guys have any last,
I gotta drain up
60 more questions from Chippy. Eh? No.
Is there anything you wanted to say before we wrap it up?
We got kids. Fire up the kids. Any messages?
Talk about Coach Chippy some more.
God dang.
Well,
No, I
maybe talk about
think,
being a leader and what it means to be a good teammate or something.
A leader, yeah. Well, I was fortunate to be the captain in Flint for a year and a half or so, and then I ended up getting traded to Peterborough here, and it's not hard being a leader. It takes a lot of, like, obviously, you think, oh, you're giving the seat to the best player, or you're giving the seat to a guy that's your top guy or whatever it is, but that may not be the case at some stages in your hockey career. I think you have to be positive all the time. You got to be obviously. I think you got to be good at your job and on the ice. And your job may not be scoring, it may be blocking a shot, or maybe energy.
There you go.
Energy guy, you got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, on line 3 or 4. And you don't just get to be the captain just because you're the best player. You gotta really learn how to be a captain. You gotta learn how to be a leader, and that goes with playing the game the right way. That's being trusted in all 3 zones. That's being good to your teammates, inviting them out, inviting them over, getting to learn them about them a little bit more, and sticking up for your teammates and stuff like that. That's in my opinion, that's a leader. And obviously, you have different qualities being a leader. It's being vocal and on time and stuff like that. But I think what I would call a leader and how I would say I'm a leader is that is more visual. The way I play and the way I conduct myself. You know what? Yeah, I got the goofy side of me, but at the same time, I kind of got that serious side when the time comes. And I think that's my leadership qualities that I take.
Basically, anytime the TSN camera isn't on you, you can get serious. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to have that balance, though. You got to have that balance.
I think you can be a leader and be goofy at the same
of course
time.
you
It's
can, right?
it's
Yeah, it's balance. It's about
yeah,
balance.
for
Yeah.
sure.
It's about being the beauty in the room, but also being able to lock it in too.
Yeah.
And telling
Yeah.
the boys, "Hey, lock in, boys.
We love
lock, Lock in, boys."
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Any last minute questions?
Otter, bud. Just
Thanks
keep
a lot for coming
keep
on. yeah.
flowing. Yeah, thanks for taking the time out of your day to tap in with the boys. We'd love to have you on again. I could just chop it up for you for an hour. I just love talking to you, dude. So
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
a beauty.
just an absolute beauty.
Yeah. I have not much to do here, so whenever you guys want another guest, let me
Yeah,
know.
we'll
here
be
we
on next
go.
week, buddy. We'll have you every week. We'll have you a new episode with Otter every week.
Maybe we'll send you one of these hats.
Hey,
the
hey.
Buck Daddy hats.
Yeah.
Let's just throw it out to the fans. You know, we got Otter on the pod. What do you want to do in the next episode? You know,
Yeah,
get
well-
some
Yeah.
ideas out there. Maybe we'll get you on the draft, one of these drafts.
Yeah, I'll do a couple drafts.
We'll
get your
give you a little
draft in.
we'll let you know what it is beforehand so you can prep your answers for the
Yeah,
draft.
yeah. I get my notes going on my old computer that doesn't.
There you
have-
go.
Yeah, you
How-
gotta get the computer figured out too.
We
eh?
need a hockey IQ PowerPoint presentation you can just go through for the boys over here, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How to score in men's league more. You can tell us that.
Yeah, no, I need tips, man. I've been struggling a little bit with the puck in net, to be honest.
Chippy, I need to see a video of you shooting pucks with the toe drag release.
You want to see it? I have it. I love it because everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's actually nice. This guy can actually shoot a puck." Yeah.
Like I need that post. I need to see that.
We-
All right,
he
I got
needs-
it, Otter. I got that for you.
We were
I
zipping
think
him.
I actually have a video. I think I actually have some. I might post it right after this.
Right behind this window, right out this window right here. It doesn't look like a window, but you take that thing off. There's a window, and behind it is a big backyard rink. And we were
Yeah.
zipping the toe drag releases.
Well, have
out
you seen
there.
the one leg release? I already got a video with the one leg release. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think I've seen.
Yeah,
that
you've seen that little bar down,
think I've
like
seen
that
that
one
one.
leg.
Yeah, yeah.
It's there. You know it's there.
If you're not going
Yeah.
croast, though, does it even
I got him
count?
croast. Yeah, toe drag
It-
release
it-
croast.
Yeah.
It took me 5 minutes to get that bar down too. I literally was like,
I was filming him.
He was following me, dude.
We
I'm
were
like,
going
I'm
in
trying to-
circles for like
I'm
10
we
minutes.
gotta get this. We gotta get this. Just gotta go bar down, dude. And it was.
You know another sneaky good sound that you could listen to is when you get a good one timer off.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
And like your blade hits the ice the same time you get the shot
And
off.
it just
Yeah.
rocket
That's-
missiles off your stick.
It's
Yeah,
a good feeling,
that's-
too. It's more
We
than
were
just the
practicing
sound.
that. We were practicing that the other day on the
1Ts,
ODR.
yeah.
Yeah, the 1Ts.
Yeah.
We were working on those bad angle 1Ts. If you can just sneak him in where the goalie doesn't expect him coming from there, it's a whole different shot right
a
there.
nightmare.
Especially for the
Yeah.
right-handed shots. We were inspired by OV, Line A,
Shooting blocker side,
Stammer.
yeah.
Yeah, your right side, you tee up in the OV spot and you just clap him in right over the blocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otter, you're a legend, brother. We're bringing you back on. We're gonna have you on. It's just gonna
Alright.
be
Yeah.
Go,
Whenever. You
go
let me
light it
know.
up.
You
Let's
let me
go.
know.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
go.
cheering
Go
for
light it
ya.
up. I'm feeling good. I feel like you're going to go out and score like 4 like Bedard did his first whatever game back he did.
There we go.
Next game, you're getting 4 bingies.
Yeah.
13 shots on
4
goal.
bingy
Yeah.
night. Let's go,
We're
baby.
feeling it.
All right.
It's a
Thanks a lot for
turning point
coming
right here,
on.
turning point.
Hey, keep smiling
Yeah.
though.
Thank you guys.
Keep
Yeah.
smiling, big dog.
What-
Hey, I like that little
Yeah.
grin. Keep grinning.
Yeah,
Keep
keep
grinning. As you
smiling.
end the video, just
Always.
keep grinning.
Always.
All right. Easy,
Thanks
big
again.
dog. Easy,
All
big
right,
dog.
guys. Thank you. All right. See you later.
Jared, I gotta pee. Jared, I gotta go.
Well, I guess that's the end of the
Tippy's
podcast,
heading out.
everybody.
I gotta
Oh,
pee.
hey, grab the what's that? The
No, I
in
don't.
the box.
What an episode.
What's it
Otter's
called?
an
Grab the
absolute.
box of stuff.
Otter's.
Box of stuff.
Oh,
Box of stuff. I don't know what the name of this stuff is. Here we go. Just throw it in. Here on. So special sponsor Ampere. That's what it's called. So Chippy's running off to the bathroom. This is a Shower Power Pro. It's a hydro power shower speaker. it's
on,
it's
is
a speaker. It's powered by the flow of water. Do you think?
Speaking of the flow of water,
That's what
Chippy,
I'm saying. Do you think you could hook it up and get a couple tunes out? How,
Sure. I'm telling you, I don't know if I can even walk right now. What's going on, Sammy?
could you crank Stairway to Heaven on that? Could you crank Stairway to Heaven on that one in full 7 minutes? All right.
We got a situation. We
got a few chargers. We got wireless chargers.
Yeah. So thanks to Ampere for hooking us up.
If you want to buy one of those, we got a coupon Puck20.
You gonna throw a link in the description?
Link in the description. Ampere.shop. I think it is Ampere.shop.
It's actually quality looking stuff.
It's the fun tech, but functional.
I'm thinking of bringing it to the men's league games and just trying to hook it up right in the shower, get the tunes going in the
Or
shower.
at the ODR with the hose.
On the hose.
Play some wildlife sounds.
It's actually pretty legit. Like, this is solid. We're gonna pop this open, have some fun with that. So
Yeah,
thanks
we'll
to
have some
Ampere
fun
for
with
hooking the
that.
boys up. And
we'll conclude that episode
that
right
is
here.
it.
All right.
Have a good one.
Peace out.
Bye.
Peace out.
Change the world with my hockey stick. Gonna make a real difference. Feed the poor and heal the sick.